You gotta stop doing that.
You don't like a little bit of
I don't
start?
think the squeaking. I don't think the squeaking's good for your health.
I can quit anytime I want. Just one more squeeze. Come on, don't worry.
Just one more, bro. Just one more squeeze.
It's just a little squeaker. Hello, chat, and welcome to today's very special episode.
I'd argue the specialist.
Also, if y'all can't see the stream, please refresh. I should be broadcasting things properly. I should be live. Is it weird that you wish we could have taken more time with it so we could have read it with the official translation, Ulmao? We can just check that out later.
We can just say we've talked before about just like swapping over.
If it drops at some point, we can swap over, and I will like go really quickly through it, and we can like talk comparisons on the translation notes.
It's fine. A slightly more awkward of a translation to get to the thing we want to do.
I think it will be just fine. And welcome everybody. It's exciting. Yep, we switching back to the OG translation, so we will see how that happens. I do wonder, I am very curious to know whether the translator that did the new translation is going to finish Heaven's Feels now, since we're getting the official translation soon. It would be nice to have it just for comparison's sake. But I could completely understand if they decide, well, they are localizing it, so I'm not going to. Especially with the topics that this route is going to touch upon. Now,
whatever could you possibly mean?
Now, I believe, it is my belief, the most recent update from FBait has slowed down recently, so probably not. Fair enough. So, It is my belief that if you're here in chat right now, you know what you're getting into. Because not only is it known, if you know Fate in general, most people here likely want to be here because they know what's coming. And we have reiterated this several times during the other 2 routes. However, please be aware. No, Paul, we didn't get delayed. I apologize. Be aware that this route is fucked up. We are going in with, like, basically every trigger warning I can think of.
Just a broad content warning. Just a warning about the content.
Content warning. Holy shit, be careful, chat.
The one thing I know about this route, again, is worm sign.
Yeah. It's a little bit of worm. And I will probably reiterate this at the beginning of, like, basically the next couple of streams to make sure everyone is on the same vibe. But for now, I do believe it could be a good thing to start going in.
Oh, I feel mounting terror.
This is where you find out Nasu is a freak. Funnier words I have not heard in my entire life. Any theories you still have?
The one theory that I have that has persisted between routes is I'm still waiting to figure out who Rider's Master actually is, because I know it's not Shinji. I know it's not Shinji. I'm certain. I called it at the start of the Fate route, and we're like halfway through, I guess. I'm holding on to that, holding tight.
I love the determination you've had in, like, many of your theories, and I love the just things. No, she guessed Ryder already on the first route.
Because I doubt that anyone's going to fact check me, I've been 100% right with all of my theories.
I mean, you got close with Archer's identity.
I was literally, like, as close as I could be while still being wrong.
Yeah. Chat is being very normal right now.
Yeah.
And no, we did not. At least I did not see the new key visual for the remaster. I'll have to check it out, and if it's spoiler free, I'll send it over to Anya.
Exciting.
And now allow me to stream to you.
I was wondering when you were gonna get to it.
I was still in the main menu screen. Don't worry about it.
Be nice.
You trust me so little. Honestly, like, you have no respect for me, and honestly, as you should, because I had forgotten.
Yeah, I had a feeling. It's because whenever you're, like, on it, you're always so quick about it. So whenever it takes a while, I know it's just slipped your mind again.
So,
really quick, just want to shout out to us getting the Heaven's Feel before doing the Fate Route H scenes.
Wait, one moment. I just realized I was sharing the game with you. I was not sharing it with chat.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
that's a new one.
My capture didn't capture. So allow me. Give me one moment here. Come on. Pro streamer moment. I just noticed it was black. Why is it black? Ah, there we go. God, took a moment. Now I can share to you. professional streaming, quality games going on here. Don't even worry about it. We are so back. We are so back. Yeah, the background is really good. So, I do have a question. Do I just
Hello?
start? Do I just start and skip until we start getting choices here?
Let me hold this up for 2 more seconds. I have to run to the bathroom, and I will be back.
Oh,
Should
take your
I
time.
should I have done this before we started? Absolutely. Did I? No.
Don't worry about it. That gives us a little bit more time. Yup, you think so? Okay, we just go through. Allow me also to pull up the flowchart. Oh god, that's a PDF that's being opened. Okay, no. I really wish I could open PDFs on like. I'm sure there's some program I have that can open it, but I really don't want to do that right now. We can just go for it. The new version doesn't have the glitch that happens for Heaven's Field where you start skipping shit and it breaks the game. Oh boy. Just focus hard in on Sakura choices and make sure Shiro does not use his command spell that still sends you to UBW. Yeah. Also, I forgot that we got the chant at the beginning. But yeah, we can just skip the beginning here until Anya gets back. Anne can just piss while reading the VN. It wouldn't be the freakiest thing in this. Oh, Sakura. Oh, Sakura. This is gonna be a rough route, isn't it? Here we go. I believe there's a glitch where if you skip the scene where Saber explains the Holy Grail War, you break the status screen. I love that. Hi, Sakura. We begin. Now, I believe the first time we did this, we still helped. Yep, we still helped Sakura. I'm just reminiscing about the things that happened in the couple of first days. Right, explanations about Shiro's type of magecraft, the first times we see Ren at the beginning of the BN. Take a moment to go through the scene after our daily dose of Berserker killing us. Yeah. Oh, the glitch may not exist, actually. I don't think this one matters. None of these are Sakura-centric. And I completely forgot which one we picked last time. So I'll go to work. This was the one we didn't get, actually. But it's save points, though. The Ultimate Edition has been just updating. Like, the Ultimate Edition is not a static thing. It's a constantly updating thing. Oh, actually, Fei-Fei... Oh, no, Fei-Fei says the one we picked. You like this scene a lot, actually? I may just wait here and we can check this one out, then.
Hello, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. No, we only did the other one, so this is new.
Did I miss anything exciting?
Nope, we were just skipping forward. This is on the first or second day. Shiro had the choice to go help with the student council, which is the one we did. And this one does not affect anything, but I chose to go to work, and apparently people like this one.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I feel sorry for Issei, but I should prioritize work. I didn't promise to be there, but I said I'd do my best to be there, so I should do so. Ah, he's too nice. No, sorry, Issei. I got plans, so... Can we finish it some other time?
Plans? Oh, you must mean your work. Sorry to trouble you. This isn't an urgent matter. Don't worry about me and go to work.
Sorry, I'll continue. First thing tomorrow morning, so can we call it even?
I told you, it's not that important. The urgent stuff was finished this morning. You can finish the rest when you're free, Anya.
I see. Then can I finish it when I don't have work?
Sure. I'll rely on you again then, Anya.
The pose.
The
Oh,
tiny pose.
that would have been the first time he did that pose.
And we missed it.
Issei says farewell and leaves the classroom. Well, Issei is just happy his crush isn't a complete doormat.
Men need a strong backbone to resist the wiles of women.
He needs a good backbone, but he is the backbone of his sword.
He is the sheep back on my bone until I...
Unlimited blade works? I should hurry off too. Even though there's no set time to be there, I should head for the neighboring town if I'm going to go to work. Jeez, I thought I was only helping out, but they gave me 30,000 yen. Call it receiving a windfall, I guess. Copenhagen, the place where I work today is like a liquor store and a bar, and a lot of people are needed to restock inventory. It's a big job that takes at least 5 people, and it doesn't hurt to have more help. But the boss just said to everyone in his usual tone, "If you can come and help, please do." Completely relaxed about it. But as it turned out, I was the only one who came, along with the boss and his daughter, Neko-san? Oh. You idiot, there's no way people will come at you as like that. Neko-san was scolding the boss, but I showed up to be a victim, defying their expectations. They welcomed me with a cheer, and we decided to clean up the storage area as best as we could. A second Catwoman has intervened.
Catastrophic.
And so, before we realized, 2 hours had passed and we'd finished restocking the inventory. I'm surprised, Shiro. Are you some kind of brownie or something? After work, the boss eats a brown cake while being impressed. Not at all, I'm just used to heavy jobs and I've worked here long enough to know where things are. I haven't been working here since I was small for nothing, you know. That's called child labor. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Builds character.
Oh yeah, has it been 5 years already? Oh my god, he started working immediately after his fucking dad died.
Oh no.
Oh, Shiro. Oh no!
Copenhagen? More like coping mechanism.
Oh my god. About that long. You were the only ones that would hire me right after my dad died. Whoa, no wonder I'm feeling old. He eats his rum cake. Neko-san is drinking hot sake next to him. The family is well balanced, as the boss likes sweet things, while his daughter likes spicy things. So, would you really help us out? I can't just give you a cake for all of this work, so here's a token of my appreciation. He hands me 3 10,000 yen bills. A reward unmatched for the 3 hours of work I did. Much more than I would get for even a week's work. Oh, thank you. I hesitate, but decide to accept what I'm given. And as I'm leaving Copenhagen... hold on, Emilian. Would you hear about today from... That's what you meant about Emilian lore, huh? Here's where that nickname comes. Neko-san stops me while curled up in front of the heater. I think it was Furumi-san. Man, that idiot. Don't push your work onto a student. Well, so you came here today even though you didn't have to? Well, it was like, come on help if I wasn't busy. Furumi's an idiot, but so are you. Oh well, you never turned down anyone asking for help, did you? You took care of this store when Dad and I got sick too. God! He doesn't stop! I don't think that's true. I don't take impossible jobs, I only accept things that I can do. Wait, no, for a fuck, that's not that's not true! My God, honey! But you were sick too back then? I don't really care, but what I'm saying is, you're a good person and a bit stupid, so I'm a bit worried. Tell Fujimura to come and see me from time to time. I think Neko-san and Fujimura should kiss. And I have not even seen a design for Neko-san. Neko-san circles her finger while drinking some hot sake. He seems to think I'm a firefly or something. So just tell Fujine that. Right, see ya? Don't push yourself too hard, boy. It's both sweet that he has normal person contacts, but also fucked how his grind set is unlimited. Wow, I'm already past the bridge. I made it from the neighboring town of Shinto back to Miyama City while I was daydreaming. A white girl!
It's funny every time.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll take Sakura home. Here's the next one.
Wahoo.
I don't know if we've seen this one or... We haven't. I haven't thanked Sakura for dinner yet, so I'll go and talk to her. Yeah, it's getting late, so I should walk her home too. You're imagining a Neko arc bride? Sakura's in the living room getting ready to go home, having finished the cleaning.
Look, weren't you taking a bath, Senpai?
No, I'll take it later. I'll take you home first.
Take me home?
Yeah, it's getting dangerous outside lately, so I'm going to walk you home. Your house is far away, so let me at least do this much since you're coming so far. Ooh. Sakura falls into an awkward silence. Did I say something bad?
I'm sorry. I appreciate your concern, but you should stay here. I'm used to going home, so I should be fine by myself.
Well, that may be true, but it's getting dangerous these days, so I walk you home for a bit.
But, if Lee-san sees you, I'll be in trouble too.
You.
Oh, you'll be in trouble too.
I don't care what Shinji says. It's a much bigger problem if Sakura has to walk home alone at dangerous times like these. I don't care what trouble I get into. It's dangerous these days, I'm walking you home, insistent boy.
I'd feel bad letting you do that.
It's fine, you're always helping me out, so let me at least walk you home. Or do you want to go home on your own?
No, it's not that, but...
Then it will be fine! I'm confident in my skills. I should be able to fight off most assailants, so you should make use of me at times like this. I will protect you, whatever happens.
God.
I nudge Sakura toward the hallway with a glance.
Senpai, is it really okay? You might get into a fight with Nissan again.
I don't care. It's only right for guys to fight, and it's best when we talk honestly like that. He doesn't like to hide things, so it's best if he just comes out with any complaints he has. On the first and second playthroughs, Taiga takes Sakura home instead, cutting the scene short. Oh! So this one is one where it diverges for this route.
Interesting.
Ooh. Sakura looks surprised for some reason. But did I say something strange?
No, you didn't. I'm just glad you're such good friends with Nissan.
No, I don't think that's right. I'm probably the only one who feels better from it, and it might be the opposite for Senji. He just wants to beat him up a little, huh?
Fighting is gender affirmation. Perhaps, but you know, Nissan always talks to you no matter how many times you two fight. He probably finds it hard to deal with you, but he likes you more than other people, so he's always concerned about you. He's not honest, so he likes people he doesn't like.
Interesting. I can't really reply to that.
Yeah, I envy you, so I thought I'd trouble you a bit.
Sakura smiles. Seeing that smile, I hold my breath without realizing it. Do you call that a big smile? I think it's the first time I've seen her smile like that. Anyway, I'm taking you home. I don't care if Shinji sees me. I walk his sister home, so he shouldn't be complaining. She does a little trolling, don't worry about it.
You're right. It might be better to do it that way rather than to hide it. Then, could you, senpai?
Of course! I'll act like your senpai for once. I smack my chest. I was actually smacking my chest. God damn it. I don't know if I get too into character or what, but I was doing that.
You're very Shinji-coded. Or not Shinji, Shiro. So sorry.
Sakura smiles warmly at my gesture of trust me. I'm a little bit Shiro-coded, just a little bit, don't worry about it. It's not concerning at all, don't worry about it.
Only in the way that you seem to want to throw yourself into danger constantly.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! We go down the hill and reach the intersection. There's no one around, and the familiar residential district feels desolate. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, but the town is asleep. The silence is strange. Even though there have been nasty incidents, should night really steal this much life?
Senpai, my house is this way.
Sorry, I was just thinking. Your house is the very top one on this side, right?
No, the top one is Yosuka-senpai's house. My house is up there too, but not at the top.
Oh, was that it? Wait, by Tosuka you mean?
Yeah, Tosuka Rin of second year. Do you not like her, senpai?
No, it's not her route, so I don't. She must have read my reaction, and her comment is accurate. Was I making that kind of face? No, I don't dislike her. I've never talked to her, so I don't know much about her, but she's famous, right? She stands out wherever she goes, so I know her just like everyone else. What about you, Sakura? You have the same Western-style mansion, so do you guys have a neighborly relationship?
No, we're certainly neighbors. But her house is up on top of the hill. But how did you know her house was Western style, senpai?
New sprite!
Mm-hmm.
And not just expression, that's a whole new side. I like. Sakura asks quietly. Just something I heard. Something about Tosuka's place being a haunted house and all that. Haunted house has to be a Western-style mansion, right?
That's true. It seems Tosuka-senpai likes to be alone. When I was a child, I was told that a scary sorcerer lived up on the hill.
They are not wrong about that, you know?
Entirely correct, actually.
Scary sorcerer, huh? I heard rumors like that too. Though saying that all Western-style houses seem to have sorcerers living in them. Did you believe the story, Sakura? Shiro, oh my god. Oh right, this is the fucking old translation, so they're using sorcerer instead of magus.
The distinction is so important.
Or mage, I don't know which one of the two they would be using here.
I did, because I was small. That's why I always thought I shouldn't go up on top of the hill.
Sakura answers my joking question seriously. We go up the hill. It's a residential district rather opposite to mine, but the habits are the same. There are fewer and fewer buildings and more trees as you ascend the hill. It's only natural, as most of the town's facilities are at the bottom of the hill. In all that, one of the few buildings near the top of the hill is Sakura's house. Sakura stops suddenly. Did you forget something?
Oh, no, it's not that. But, Senpai, is there someone standing near my house?
Wait. She looks around uneasily. I look around too, but there's no one here except us. There's no one. Did you see something?
Oh, no, if you don't see anyone, then it's fine. I've been noticing a strange person around my house recently, so I just wondered if he'd be here again today.
What? Isn't that a bit dangerous? What kind of guy was he?
He was a blonde, good-looking person. He looked like a model, so I'm sure you'd be surprised too if you saw him. The boy.
The boy. Sakura says so with a blush as if recalling him. I like that we actually saw this from Tosaka's perspective at one point of
Yeah.
the passing white boy moment on the street.
The passing white boy. Wasn't he talking to her in the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was, in fact. I don't know if that was before, after, or maybe even during this moment if we hadn't been Shiro.
I think it was before, wasn't it?
It was before, but it was during Rin's thing.
It was during like the quote-unquote prologue, I think.
Yeah, and the prologue is the first 3 days, which then repeat from Shiro's perspective.
Oh,
so
shit.
It's like at the same time.
It's been a long time.
It was later in the route, if you recall. Okay.
Word.
Still though, it's interesting getting immediately pointed toward the blonde boy in this route. Sakura? I don't know if that's something I should be worried about. So it's not like he's suspicious?
I don't know. It's just that no one has moved here recently, so I thought it was strange.
Hey Alex, welcome. Well, it's a bit strange. Alright, if you see him around again, tell me or Senji. We'll get him and make him tell us what he's up to.
Yes, I'll be counting on you. But please don't do anything rough. I don't want you to get into a fight.
This is so funny directly after the ending of Unlimited Blade Works. Sakura says so while smiling straight at me. It's alright. I'll ask questions first, so you shouldn't worry about it. I look away from Sakura, smile as I answer. Jeez. Sakura's gestures captivate me often these days. It could have been nothing a while ago, so I feel like I'm acting weird. Maybe it's because Sakura has grown, or maybe just because I finally notice it. I do think Sakura has become really beautiful. That on its own it's great, but I don't think it's cool for a senpai to have to be careful of where he's looking. He's such a fucking simp every single fucking time.
Good night then, Senpai. I'm glad you walked me home.
Idiot, don't thank me. You're the one making me dinner, so I should be the one thanking you. Oh, and there's a little bit of the tsundere, Shiro. Sakura just smiles with satisfaction. If this is all it takes, I'll make a habit of it from tomorrow.
Please do. It's fine if you only do it once in a while when you feel like it, but please do walk home with me. Nissan will get mad, but I like being with you.
Aww.
Aw. Senpai, see you tomorrow. Thank you for today.
Sakura calls back enthusiastically and disappears into her house. Well, hey Plasma! I should head home too. I left Fujine at the house, and to be honest, that's what worries me. Huh?
It's like leaving a cat alone.
Did I just hear something? I can't hear it. The sound of a creaking swing. Takes me a while to realize it's the sound of some bug. Stop, 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 stop.
What do you mean? It's just a bug.
I wonder what kind of bug it is. It's well out of season, certainly.
It's just a bug.
I imagine a longhorn beetle in the dark under the cold winter sky. Then I notice. Huh. There are 3 rooms with lights on. The one that just lit up is Sakura's room. The light on the first floor is Senji's room. So what's the light from the 3rd room? Only Shinji and Sakura should be living in this place. Maybe it's a guest, or Shinji's in that room? Chat, holy shit. Look at this, look at the faces in chat.
I saw the tension is building.
Anyway, I've been here many times, but this is the first time I've seen the light on in that room. Huh. Well, it's a big house. It's not strange for a light to be on somewhere in such a house. It's not strange, but... What's this? I still feel uneasy. I feel something like a presence or a bad feeling. In the cold air, the unseasonal sound echoes. If there's such a thing as a hunch, the bug hidden in the bushes feels very ominous. Oh god. Oh.
It's so, like, mundane, but the fact that I don't know anything is making me so scared.
Yeah, oh, I wanted to actually just save. I should have skipped there. Oh my god.
It's just
I will
a
be
bug.
skipping after this one.
Just a bug.
Ah.
You know, you offered me beforehand if you ever needed to, like, if I ever need to pass off narration to pass off stuff that I'm not comfortable reading. Same goes for you if you ever get
Yeah.
spooked. I know you don't do insects well.
Since I let Sakura do all the work yesterday, I have to return the favor this morning. Is that gonna be a choice? No, you're just gonna do it.
You get nothing.
I could try some, make some miso soup. Yep. I'll make one more side dish and Sakura's coming. There it is. Yeah, I have time, so I'll make something else. Just keep pampering her, and we will keep getting... I opened the refrigerator.
I love this track.
All that's left are some cucumber and potatoes. I could cut and salt the cucumber, or cut the potatoes and serve them vinegared. Those are both things I could do in a couple of minutes, and they're better fresh. It will be half an hour until Fujine and Sakura arrive, so I should make a dish right before they get here. In that case, this is free time I can't make much use of. Is there anything I can do in 30 minutes? There's some chicken, so... I could cook some bite-sized meat rolls with vegetables or something like that. He's such a goddamn male wife, holy shit. I cut the meat and tenderize it. At a glance, the meat tenderizer is really evil. It's like a hammer, but it's flat on 4 sides and has lots of spikes coming out of it. If it were bigger, it could make a great instrument of torture. I flatten the meat with this scary object, put some carrots and kidney beans on it, roll it up, cook it in the pan, and steam it with wine. Hold on, what am I doing? At that point, I regained my sanity. I was trying to make a side dish, as the sorry was already the main dish. So what am I doing making another main dish? Honestly, I must have let my guard down, cooking just to pass the time. This scene was how you learned what a tenderizer was. Huh, interesting.
Wild.
Oh, I clicked outside of the... my bad.
You were cooking just to pass the time, senpai?
Yeah, the thing is, I was trying to make a side dish, but before I realized it, I was using the knife. I guess habit is a scary thing. Of course, that's just an excuse.
But isn't that alright? It's a bit big for a breakfast, but since you made it, I don't think there'll be any leftovers.
You think so? No, that's not the problem. There's no need for two suns in the sky. I'll have to ask one of them to leave.
What? You're not gonna eat it, senpai?
I will. I wasn't planning to, but I'll pack lunch today. That way it won't be a waste.
Wow, senpai, you're gonna make lunch right now?
It will be close, but I think I can at least get my... And then... I finally realized someone was behind me.
Good morning, senpai. I'm here again today. Sakura is also here.
Sakura greets me with a smile. I love that he was just talking to no one in particular.
That's really charming, actually.
Talking with... autopilot talking with the wife. Hey, what you fabbing? It's not unusual for Sakura to come into the kitchen at this time. She always rings the bell as she comes in, but sometimes I don't notice, like this morning. Good morning, Sakura. Breakfast ready, so you can relax in the living room. There's some tea there. Does this mean that his internal voice is close to Sakura's voice? Oh, shit.
Interesting.
I answer her, staring at the frying pan. On the table is a pot of hot water, a teapot, and some snacks.
Oh yes, you're perfect again today, senpai.
Sakura's voice is lively, as if she's happy about something. And Sakura comes into the kitchen instead of going to the table.
Senpai, you're making lunch, right?
She's so fucking cute!
It's really cute.
Now that we're just spending more time with Sakura, it's just... she's so fucking cute.
We don't have to tell her to get out because it's not her route anymore. She's adorable.
Yeah. Yeah, it turned out that way. It's a good dish for lunch, so I thought I'd make some side dishes.
Then can I help? I'll make my own, so...
Oh wait, if you don't mind having the same thing, I can give you some of mine.
Yeah, I was watching and I wanted to have some of yours.
Alright, can you cook the rice then? We don't have enough for two. There should be a fast rice cooker over there.
Yes, I'll take care of it. I'll go and start that then.
Why were we so worried about Heaven's Fields? This is so cute and domestic, nothing could ever go wrong.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. It's lovely little slice of life and nothing's gonna ruin it.
I hear the sound of her footsteps and of her tying her apron.
Senpai, we're okay with 2 cups of rice, right?
I think that will be enough. With quick movements, Sakura comes to help in the kitchen. There she is.
The beast.
Morning! Well done, it smells great. A little past 6:30. 30 minutes after Sakura, Virginia arrives as usual.
Good morning, Sensei. Please wait a little longer for breakfast.
I love the cherry blossom apron though.
It's really cute.
Yep, I'll wait. Oh, Sakura-chan, are you making breakfast with Shiro?
No, Senpai made breakfast on his own. We're making lunch right now.
Sakura's voice is really lively. We're not doing anything particularly fun, so I don't know what she's so happy about. Gosh, he's so dense. I see, of course you're in a good mood. Cooking and Shiro, so much fun stuff. Okay, we don't have much time, but take it easy. She knows.
Oh.
Laughing, Fujine sits at the table and pours some tea. Jeez, she must still be off dreaming. What's so fun about cooking for school? I put the pan back on the rack. The food's made, so all that's left is to pack the lunch boxes. Sorry, Sakura. I made you do extra work before club activities. I wanted you to relax since you did a lot yesterday.
Huh? Don't worry about that at all. Like Fujimura-sensei said, I find cooking fun.
She smiles. Well, I know she likes cooking, but still, it must be hard for her getting up at 5 o'clock to make lunch. Besides, Sakura comes and makes dinner often. So if I'm getting her to cook in the morning too, she might have no free time at all. I'm grateful for the help, but you should relax, Sakura. You should sleep in during the mornings, and after school is for playing around. You don't have to come and help around my house.
Well, I am relaxing. You made breakfast today, and I got some food from you for lunch too.
She smiles. It's been a year and a half since Sakura started to help out. Now she keeps coming back like this no matter what I say. That's different! You have your own life too, so you can just take care of me and Fujine. If you are taking care of us, you won't be able to do all the things you want to do.
That's fine. My only hobbies are archery and cooking. In fact, my goal is to beat you at cooking, and I think I'm almost there.
Smug. Sakura puffs her chest out boastfully. I love her, actually.
Hey, she's great.
The pot calling the kettle black so hard. Gah. I want to argue back, but it's true, as she's about to beat me.
So please don't worry about it. I like cooking here, and improving is fun. I'm helping you to pay back for showing me this great pleasure, and for my own benefit.
Does that mean you're stealing some of my skill every day, Sakura?
Yes, I am perfectly just by helping you. So please be ready. I'll make you admit defeat someday.
Wow, I can't believe she said it so bluntly. And if I'd known this was coming, I could never have taught you to cook. You never even heard of oil before coming here, but now you're after me like an enemy. Really, why are you chasing me like this? Can't you just be happy making food? Oh no, my brain is making bad connections right now.
Like, how bad?
Chaser Sakura.
No! That's awful.
That's incredibly awful.
That is a cursed thought. Of course I'm after you. You can't be better than me.
Huh? I'm not sure what's so bad about that, but we should start setting the table for breakfast. Hey, Sol! I'm so sorry. I want to apologize on behalf of Sakura.
Listen, we have been doing this trans masquerading of Shiro this whole time. It's been great. It's been very engaging. I feel like we've made some very cool extrapolations from the text. You can't use it for evil like that.
Get out of the kitchen, woman. Shiro finding a new misogyny. I checked the sorry. Placing my chopstick on the well-grilled stomach, I check how cooked it is. I guess that's done. Here, Sakura, can you take this to the table?
Yes, thank you, senpai.
I hand the plate of sorry to Sakura. Then, as if remembering something important, Sakura stops dead. Sakura? What's wrong? Did you leave something at home? Sakura may seem shrewd, but she actually forgets things a lot. It's not unusual for her to remember something and stop like this. But it seems like that's not the case this morning. Sakura? There's no answer. She just blankly stares at my hand like she's still in a daze, then...
Senpai, what's that bruise on your hand?
She asks me a strange question. Huh? I look down at the hand she's talking about. What, you're right, there's a bruise. That's weird, I don't remember hitting it anywhere. For some reason, there's a big bruise on the back of my left hand. It's quite an impressive welt, and it looks like it came from some sort of a cut. Even on my own hand it looks bad. Perhaps Sakura's not feeling well as she's very quiet. Sorry, can you handle the rest? I'll go put something on it. Oh man! Oh man, she didn't know that any of that in the previous routes until, you know, the saber reveal. But now she knows. Mystery Bruises is also transmask coded, you think?
I feel such, like, tension.
I let Sakura take care of the kitchen and head for the dojo. I don't know if I did this during my sleep, but I'll have to treat it. But for some reason, I'm worried about Sakura, who looked awkward and downcast.
I'll go on ahead then.
Sakura, are you sure you're alright? You can skip your club if you're not feeling well.
No, I'm fine. It's a light headache. You shouldn't worry about it. I only look bad because you imagine it. I'm doing really well today.
She says so with a smile, but anyone can tell at a glance that she's just bluffing. Really well, huh? Even though you couldn't eat any breakfast? She looks away awkwardly. Without looking up, she replies, I think Anya's dead.
No, sorry.
Welcome back.
I smell something
Don't worry.
burning and had me concerned.
Oh god. Oh god, hope it's fine.
Probably. Please
Probably?
excuse me. Oh, no, if it was serious, there'd be fire alarms going off.
There, yeah.
Please excuse me. You're the only one who should be resting, senpai.
She leaves. The table is cleared, but on the plate in the kitchen, Sakura's meal remains untouched. Honestly, what's wrong with her? She had been in such a good mood, but after seeing my bruise, Sakura suddenly became quiet and started to make lots of mistakes. She overfilled the tea, drenched the omelette with soy sauce, and sat down at the table with her apron on. And on top of that, she ate nothing and went to school looking pale. Maybe she caught a cold or something. I muttered to myself while cleaning up. Goodbye, bruh. It's the first time I've seen Sakura like this. I got to know her during the summer 4 years ago, and she started coming here to help a year and a half ago. In that time, I've never seen her look this ill. Fujine will be at the archery range, so I don't think there will be a problem there, but I should go and check on her after school or sometime. Oh man. This is building a different picture. Oh, we are actually going to check on her after classes.
Ooh.
No choice, we're just getting a new scene here. Classes end, and it's time to go home. I can't go anywhere as I have work today. I should leave school and go straight to the neighboring town, but... This is a new choice. Oh, this would be the day that you see Rin at the top of the skyscraper.
Oh.
But we can choose not to deal with that and go check on Sakura.
Because we aren't interested in Rin this time around.
And because we saw the extra scene where she's getting, like, worried about things and she's oh my god, I see how this is changing things already. Also, hello, Watchdog. Oh. I'm worried about Sakura. No, I shouldn't save here. That's fine. I know it won't do any good to worry about her, but I should at least see if she's okay. Oh, man. How many routes are in this game? What do you mean, part 36? Oh, honey. This is the last route, but this is gonna take a bit.
This is part one of the last route.
Yeah. I walked to the 4th floor, where the first-year students are located. There's no one in the hallway and not many left in the classroom either. Seems they've already gone home or to their clubs. Damn it, Sakura will be at her club too. Well, I've come this far. I'll go to her classroom, and when I check she's not there, I can head to work. Let's say... I look into classroom 1B. The red-tinted classroom is quiet and there's no sign of life. There's no one in the classroom. All the students have gone to their respective destinations. In that red classroom, a lone shadow remains. Sakura. I enter the red world and call out to her.
Senpai?
The face, covered by her long hair, looks even more lifeless than this morning.
What is it? Do you have some business here?
No, I have nothing to do here. I was just worried about you. You seemed a bit sick this morning. Sakura makes a gloomy face. She's clearly not doing well. Sakura, if you don't feel well, you should go home. I can walk you to the intersection, so let's go together.
No, I'm fine. I don't feel bad. I'm going to go to the club as usual and have dinner at your place after that. I'm okay, so please don't worry.
She picks up her bag and starts to walk like she's running away. Idiot, what are you saying with a face like that? Come on, skip your club. After all, there's no point in doing archery in that state. I grab Sakura's hand as she tries to pass me.
Oh.
A crash. Sakura almost falls sober just from being grabbed. Hey! I quickly pull her hand back. The body I'm dragging is surprisingly light. You surprised me, Sakura. Are you alright? Are you really alright? You're not standing steadily at all. Sakura looks away apologetically. Jeez, what is wrong with her today? Anyway, you're skipping the club today. I'll skip my work too, so let's go home. Sakura is silent and does not answer. She doesn't shake my hand off, but it also seems like she won't go home obediently. What's going on, Sakura? You know it's pointless to go to the club like that.
You're right, but Nissan wants me to, so I have to go.
Sakura mutters. If she says so with a face like that, I can't respond. It seems the circumstances at Sakura's house are complicated, and they are not something I can meddle with. No matter how much I think she's part of my family, her real family is the Matos. Whatever I say, they're just the words of an outsider. You're only going to watch after the club?
Huh? Oh, yes. I know myself that I can't shoot right now.
I see. So you're basically just preserving Shinji's authority. I pull out a chair and sit on it. I also pull another chair out from the desk next to it.
What?
Sit down. I won't try to stop you from going to the club, but rest for a while. You can't tell Shinji I held you up and made you late.
I can't say that. If I do, Misan will...
Shinji messes with me all the time. It's nice that he has something to talk about every day. And it's not a lie, so you shouldn't feel guilty saying it. You dislike Shinji just a little more now? Oh, honey.
It's not like we didn't know. Didn't this whole thing open with him hitting her?
Yeah? I urged Sakura to sit down. The bad circumstances in Sakura's house have been a pretty explicit part of the other two routes. We just have never really been focusing on her, you know?
Cannot wait to see more of the literal worst boy derogatory.
Sakura sits down quietly. Alright. Then wait here for a while. I'm going to go and steal some tea from the student council room. You're forbidden from standing up until I come back.
But you might get in trouble.
Only if a teacher finds me. Hey, I'm used to this. There's no problem unless I run into a teacher in the hallway, so you can wait here. Please, just turn outside the door and bump into Kuzuki. Please.
I can't. I can't wait here while you're doing something dangerous, Senpai. I don't care about the tea.
I'm saying it's not dangerous. Just sit down. Drinking tea in the classroom is a good thing to try once.
We already did a trigger warning, Watchdog.
Yeah, at the beginning, but we will continue to do it, don't worry.
I'd say every episode might be smart, just in case.
Yeah? I jump also, like, maybe periodically, like, time for titty pills. Please be aware, this route is fucked.
Oh, you actually, like, meant that.
Do you think I would lie about titty pills like that?
No, I just thought
About my feminims?
I just thought it
about
was
my
hypothetical.
antihistamines?
I just...
I might want to put in the description. Actually, not a bad idea. Actually, do I have it in the description already? No, I don't. Good thinking. I will have to put it at the beginning. Thank you.
Professional streamer.
I jump out into the hallway. The student council room isn't far away. I'll get the tea set quickly and surprise Sakura. Time passes. While we do something silly like drinking tea together in a classroom, we just stare outside. Outside the window is a glowing sunset that hurts my eyes. I know exactly the one. Sakura stares blankly at the sunset. I have nothing to talk about, so I follow Sakura's example and keep my mouth shut for once in my life. Time passes slowly since we're not talking. Sakura isn't the talkative type, and she often just stares at the scenery. I guess she's more relaxed by herself. Come to think of it, Sakura wants to be alone a lot. It's not like she's excluding herself from the crowd, but she wants to isolate herself within the crowd. She looks outside the crowd more than in. It must be why she stayed here in this classroom. Sakura doesn't actively try to spend time with others. Fujine and I are special. Even I wouldn't have known her if I hadn't met Shinji. Oh, CG!
Oh.
I sneak a glance at Sakura. Oh man. When Shinji introduced me to her 4 years ago, she was just a small girl. Now she's my junior who comes to help around the house, and her childish image is disappearing. Sakura has grown beautiful. No, she was beautiful before, but I think she's become too beautiful as a member of the opposite sex. Why do you have to be like this, Shiro, every single time?
Why do you have to phrase it like that?
On top of that, she's thoughtful and gentle. With that many good qualities, I can understand her being called beautiful alongside Tozuka-rin. But it's strange, I don't understand it. Sakura is alone often. She doesn't seem to have any friends in the archery club, and seeing how she's alone in this classroom, she might not have any friends in her class either. Come to think of it, I only know Sakura from the archery club and from my place. I don't know how she's at school or at home. While I think about this, looking up at the red sky.
Senpai, do you remember?
Looking outside, Sakura asks me a question. Remember what?
It was a long time ago, back before I met you.
Is this what I think it is? I mean, before we know each other?
Yeah, it was 4 years ago, right when I entered that school. I wasn't used to the school, and I was walking about aimlessly when I saw something strange.
Oh, it is! It is!
Yeah, I really wonder how it ended up like that. Even though it was after school, the track team had left. Someone was still running around alone. When I looked closer, wondering what he was doing, I realized that he was doing high jumps by himself.
Yes, high jumps! Finally! A smile. It must be a lovely memory, as Sakura is smiling happily.
It was really red sunset. Everything was red and beautiful, but so lonely. In it, he just continued to run alone. Running, jumping, dropping the pole, and repeating. There was no one around, and he clearly couldn't jump over it, but he kept on trying. It wasn't something that could be done with effort. The pole was way over his head. Even I could tell that it was impossible, so he must have known as well.
Huh? I understand, but I wonder who she's talking about. I don't think it's strange to see someone practicing even after school.
I was a bad girl back then. Something bad had happened to me, and I just wanted to take it out on someone. I wanted to see this person fail, give up, and be discouraged, so I kept watching him. But he wouldn't give up. He repeated it over and over, even though it was impossible for him, not complaining at all for all that time.
Wow, maybe he was on the edge? Like, the next day was a test and he wouldn't get chosen unless he could jump that high?
No, that wasn't it. He wasn't on the track team or anything.
Oh, I see. Well, that's fine, but why are you smiling, Sakura?
And then, while I was watching him, I realized he didn't care about what he was doing. He just happened to run into something he couldn't do, and he was obstinate about not losing. The sun set, and he just cleaned up and went home. He must have been really tired, but he walked away calmly like nothing had happened.
I don't get it. If he quit, that must mean he jumped over it, right? So, how high was it?
Well, the thing is, he couldn't jump over it. He tried for 3 hours, but he was convinced at last that he couldn't jump over it.
Man, that's some ending.
He was so earnest that I even worried about him. He's probably someone very dependable. But that made me feel uneasy and lonely.
Her voice itself sounds so lonely. It seems like it will be swallowed by the red in this room. Okay, I understand the story, but what about it, Sakura?
No, it's okay if you don't understand. That just means that even though it looks that way to me, it was just an everyday thing for him.
Oh, God! Ah, sorry, just... This... Oh my god.
It's really cute.
Despite her gloomy mood earlier, Sakura smiles sweetly. And then, even though I'm pretty dull, I understand when she puts it like that. I don't remember it myself, but 4 years ago was right after my father died. Back then, I did lots of reckless things, so I guess I did something like that. Sakura, so, that was...
Yes, he's the senior before me now. Back then, he was so small that I thought he was my age.
Oh, I wish she wouldn't talk about my height back then. We have more Transmashiro inspiration here coming in. Oh my gosh.
We're eating good this route already.
Well, I'm not that tall even now, but I did grow, you know?
That's it. I've known Senpai since then.
I see. That's the first time I heard that. I look away. She saw me during an embarrassing moment. Then...
Yes, we were both looking at the same thing.
with a gesture like a prayer, Sakura says something strange. Huh? I ask, feeling worried. But as if to drown it out, the familiar bell echoes through the school. Oh, the bell! It's been 30 minutes since I stopped Sakura. The clock says 4:30. I guess I held you up too long. I'll clean up so you can go ahead. You feel better, right?
Yes, I feel great thanks to you. Please look forward to dinner tonight.
Sakura gets up.
Smiles and chat.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like she's bluffing, and she really seems well. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Sakura. I have to go to work now. I'll be late today, so you don't have to push yourself to come to my place.
I understand. Then I'll just cook your dinner and leave.
Sakura vows and leaves. Oh, well... Fujine will be at my house, so she should be able to take Sakura home when she leaves. I have to make a living too, so I should go to work quickly. Oh man, everything about this route so far has... There's more new things here. I know... I don't know if we are already... Oh, Arukana. I don't know if we're officially in the Heaven's Fields route, actually. We don't get told here. Because I know we can abort into the Unlimited Bladeworks route by choosing to not let Saber get Archer's Ass. But I don't know if it starts at this point or not. 20 minutes after taking the bus from my school, I arrive at the neighboring town of Shinto across the bridge. It's not 5 o'clock yet. I guess I still have some time. Yamaseri is a residential district, so there's no part-time jobs here, but the developing Shinto city has many available. The school approves of students having part-time jobs, so I work a few easy ones. I prefer hard physical labor that ends as quickly as possible. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and it builds my body while I get paid for it. Today's job is a simple loading job from 5 to 8 o'clock. Even though it's only 3 hours, there's 6 hours worth of work to do. They make you run around without a minute's rest. Yeah, this is the same scene for a bit at least. I don't know when it will end. Spark is the park where the fucking fire happened.
Yeah, Shiro's trauma. We've all seen it.
We've all seen the trauma here, don't worry about it. It's possible that either the scene is the same scene as before, so the beginning is different but the end is different, or there's like a minor change at some point. I'm going fast through it to make sure that we don't miss anything. Well, I've had enough fires in my life. Heroes ideals, we know.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, young man?
And this should be the moment where he sees Rin in the rooftop. Yep. There we go. Is she there? What would she be doing there? Ah. The red radial light is such a good choice compositionally, yeah. And then, she must be done with whatever she was doing as she disappears. Her figure has disappeared and the scene returns to the beautiful view of the night. That's about the same. Tosaka sure has strange hobbies. I love how he justifies things to himself. I wonder, this may be the difference. That is just the same scene. I wonder if Sakura's okay. She seemed to be feeling better, but since she came to my place to make dinner, I think I made her push herself again. I guess I'll go check on her. It's not like I will achieve anything by going to her house now, but it should make me feel better than doing nothing. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're just peeking at that fucking house more often, huh? There's nothing wrong at her house. There's no sign of the strange foreigner that Sakura was talking about, and the lights are on only in Sakura and Shinji's room as usual. Huh? Wait a minute. Then what was that light yesterday? Was there someone other than Shinji and Sakura in the house? Oh, that's a new person. I think I know who that is, so I'm going to take this person. Excuse me, no, how? What voice could I give this fucking man? He's a bit crusty. Excuse me, do you need something? I spin around. In the darkness of the night, as if hiding in the sound of the bugs, a figure is standing.
Hey, I've seen this guy. Hey,
yeah?
Hang on a second. I've seen this man before.
You have?
Wasn't he in the thing we watched?
Don't worry about it.
With the wrinkles and the black eyes and the worms.
Don't worry about it.
Hang on a minute.
He's just an unfamiliar old man. He must be really old, but he has sharp eyes and a presence that doesn't match his small body. Perhaps it's the difference in the years we have lived, but he has a dignity that pressures me. What's wrong, young one? Why don't you answer? If you don't answer, I shall jump to conclusions. So can I assume you're the stranger Sakura was talking about? Sakura? Then, could this person be? Yes. Since it's my granddaughter's wish, I can't just let you go. I'm sorry, but I will have to hurt you a bit. Just to be sure you don't intend to hand yourself over to the police graciously? The unknown old man asks me such a question. There's no mistake. This is the first time I've met him, but he must be. No, you got it wrong. My name is Miyashiro. I'm in the same class as Shinji, and I'm acquaintance of Sakura, and I just came here to see how they were doing. Oh, I see. You're their friend. Then I'm sorry for stopping you. But I can go and get them. Or would you like to have dinner with us? No. I was just stopping by, so I'll be going. By the way, is Sakura home already? Zoken. The old man says an unfamiliar word. Huh? Mato Zoken. It is wrong for me not to name myself when you have done so. Mato Zoken says so and walks toward the entrance. It seems like he doesn't care about me anymore. Overwhelmed, I see him off without a word. And then Sakura is home. More importantly, Miyashiro is the daughter of the Einsburns doing well. Huh? Ein what?
Interesting that he asked him.
Don't play dumb. It is natural for the daughter of the Einsburns to go and see Emiya. I'm asking you how well it is this time around. Oh man! Oh man, that's a call out!
Interesting.
I don't understand at all. I'm sorry, Sakura, but your old man is pretty hard to deal with. It seems you really don't know. Zoken sighs. He looks so shocked that I feel kinda sorry for him. Well, I don't really understand, but I'm sorry. No, it's nothing you should feel bad about. It was a mistake on my part. I'm sorry to bore you with such things. Here, if you want to see my grandchildren, do not hesitate. The old man will go away, so please do not reserve yourself. No, I really just stopped by today, but do you live here? I do, but as you can see, I am old, so I just lie in the rear tatami room all the time. I see. I came to the house until about a year ago, but it seemed then that no other than Sakura and Shinji lived there. Then excuse me, Miyashiro. Please stay friends with my grandchildren. Despite his appearance, he leaves with light footsteps. There is no change in the house, but the sound of the bugs has suddenly stopped. Oh man, we're getting ominous fucking scenes here.
I hate this.
The day ends. Finishing a rowdy dinner and seeing Fujine off, I take a bath. After that, I practice my daily routine in the Sherkun. I complete it as usual and go to sleep. It is 1 in the morning. The day ends peacefully with no troubles. If Shiro accepted the dinner invitation, that could have been a lead into the Shinji route, you know? Ooh, okay, we got a new scene here. Without another choice, just new things happening. After Fujine leaves, we lock the house and leave. Oh boy. Sakura? Don't look well, are you feeling sick again?
No, I'm fine. How about you, Senpai? You looked awful this morning, and your bruise from yesterday might be worse.
Yesterday's bruise? Oh, that welt on my left hand. No, it didn't get any worse, it's just a welt, so it should heal in no time. She must be worried about something as she continues to stare at me. It's fine, it's nothing seriously. God. What? You've been acting awfully strange since yesterday. This is just a welt, right? Or what? Did you step on my hand while I was asleep?
Senpai, I'm not that heavy. I just...
Just what?
I just hope I'm wrong.
God!
She knows.
I don't understand her. Sakura doesn't talk much, but she tends to say important things clearly. She doesn't usually talk like this.
Senpai, I have a favor to ask of you, if it's alright.
Huh? Yeah, if it's something I can do.
Yes, I won't be able to come and help you until tomorrow night. Can you try to stay in your house during that time?
Oh. Are you telling me to skip work on Sunday?
Yes, I want you to stay in your house as much as possible. I'll come and help once I'm done with my errand.
I see. Well, I guess I can take a rest for a day. Alright then. I'll relax during the weekend. Is that okay, Sakura?
Yes, that will help me out a lot.
I guess it's fine to relax once in a while. I have some extra living expenses from working a lot recently, so I'll clean up all the junk this weekend. Stop working for a moment! Just
Buddy, literally just take a break.
He doesn't have hobbies. He doesn't have a life.
Sure
All
he does. He has
all
archery club and a job, and he helps
he
out with
doesn't have
student
archery
council.
club anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right, he stopped going. What a fool.
Night of Fate. And that could be... Promise sign. Yep! And that would be... Going to the church. Wait. Fight. Decision. Strongest enemy. This would be the fight against Berserker. Which... Save Saber, run away. I forget. It's Save Saber, isn't it? Or...
Don't you have your mystical flowchart with the portents of our future?
So the thing about that is, I don't have a flowchart for Heaven's Fields immediately.
Oh, I see.
It's Save Saber, right? Right, if you try to run with Tosaka, you just get fucking sniped from behind. And here, we get an enter...
Oh boy!
No, no. No, 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 no. 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 Also, I want to check the... Right, we don't get the status screen until Saber tells us about the Holy Grail War and gives us the actual, like, thing. Oh boy. Also, let me check the relationship. There she is. Oh no. There's a sound. It's hard to determine if the sound is someone crying or something being dragged. The sound is all there is. There are only decaying things here. The stone walls are fragile, like rotten trees. And the air is sweet like honey. The living things on the floor are melted like ripe fruit, and even time is rotten and meaningless here. The space is worn out after a long period of time. This darkness is the grave of all that were not mourned for, because of the tenacity of a certain bloodline. It seems all seven have gathered. In the center of the darkness wiggles the largest decay. The sound of worms and an unpleasant smell. The master of this basement room is decayed but alive, and swarmed by the otherworldly worms. The worms that crawl up his feet suck on the skin at the ankles and use their suckers to consume the meat and burrow into it.
Oh, we're getting right in, huh?
There aren't merely 100 or so of these swarming worms. If any living thing were swarmed by this black carpet, they would not even last a minute. You think we have the opening after this scene, so just heads up. It should not play. I can ensure that it... Yeah, it's not going to play right now. Don't worry. I made it to skip. We can check the openings at the end. Though the outward appearance of the body would remain the same, all the innards could be replaced with... Whoa! Oh!
Replaced with worms.
Not enough. These worms need to be replaced soon.
I wonder how they do that.
But the thing does not crumble. No, the more the worms enter his body through the ankles, the more complete his body becomes. That thing is not being consumed by the worms. The worms swarming the room are the ones being eaten. The amount stored will last 100 years. If this is something that eats only worms, it means that much more life is already guaranteed. There are still more chances to come. Does not mean this is the last chance. If the conditions are imperfect, I should restrict myself to just watching, but... Well, says the figure with a smile. The place, this time, is far from perfect. The hole is opening less than 10 years after the last battle. The supervisor, the priest, has 2 servants, and the servant residing at the Rito temple has summoned a servant herself. The conditions are not good. The grail that could be filled in such an unstable battle would be far from perfect. Even if the gate is opened, it would not be possible to reach inside it. I should just restrict myself to observing, but unfortunately, the pieces I have are well suited. The condition to fight for the Holy Grail is terrible. But one thing, that thing created after a lot of work has been completed perfectly. It shall reach it once it is open. It shall definitely reach the Holy Grail if it makes no mistake in the procedure. After all, it has had the content of the Holy Grail planted within it. It is a cellular tool that has been contaminated by the Holy Grail for the past 10 years. So as things with the same origin, it is only natural that they will attract each other. There is a next time for me, but that thing won't last long. I received it as an afterbirth, but I never thought it could turn out this well. That thing prepared as an experiment is so suitable, you could call it perfect. It was planned to be disposable, but if it can be used, it should be. Either way, it is something that was planned to be disposed of. Even if it's destroyed in battle, it does not change the fact that it will be disposed. Then there is only one problem. How will I motivate it? The prepared compatible work hates conflict. It would be simple if its mind could be taken over, but the work's mental barrier is stronger than expected. Well, one with a strong magic circuit was what was wished for. So it is only natural for it to be strong against a poison that tries to violate the self. Jesus Christ. Should it be the obedient doll or the superior pupil? Hey, Sadani. Hi.
What a great time.
As long as the latter is decided, controlling it is out of the question. Once is fine. If there is a small opening, it will seek the Holy Grail on its own, but... creating that small opening is the hardest part. It does not have a mentality that will break down under extreme external pressure. If it did, it would have broken already 11 years ago. That thing is the strongest fortress that has no blade to strike back. Then, what will break it must come from within. Its emotions will become the key to change it. You're here. Then I shall create that small opening. Footsteps echo through the darkness. The appearing person walks to the worms in the middle of the decay and... I didn't hear a voice, so I'm assuming this is Senji. But I don't know. Huh. I will just read. Do I have to kill every master? Asks the anticipated question. Of course, it does need to answer such a question. All masters must be killed. We must take away all servants. That is the idea swirling in this basement. But pushing that aside, if you say so, it cannot be helped, and I shall restrict myself to observation this time. The thing says so. A voice of relief and relaxed air. After giving a kind smile that has no intention of fighting, that was not Senji! But it is a bit annoying if that's the case. Out of all the masters, the daughter of Tosaka is pretty well made. If there's a winner, it will probably be her. It murmurs disappointedly. The slack air returns. A small change, a faint motion of evil fills the room. The one that disliked conflict was moved by that one word. It is built on that small movement. A small crack. A small opening that should not be opened, which the thing itself does not notice. It laughs. Sworn by worms and still rotting, it continues to laugh, still holding a human shape. Oh god. I don't like this route.
I like that I think I was just proven correct. I don't know for sure yet, but that was pretty unambiguous if you ask me, and I'm asking me.
Oh god. I shouldn't even need to think twice about it. Amanobe's and Tosaka is at her full potential as a master on Magus. Considering the events yesterday, it'd be smarter to join up with Tosaka. I touch my stomach, the place I got cut. It's wrapped in bandages, and touching it sends waves of pain and nausea through me. It's only natural. It wasn't just cut, I was almost split in half. Thanks to Tosaka and Saber, I'm still alive, but as long as Berserker is after me, I'm a dead man. But something still lingers in the back of my mind. The black giant called Berserker. The girl in white accompanied by the strongest servant. The innocent, whimsical, and cruel girl, Ilias Viel. Ilias Viel von Einsvern. That's the name Shinji's grandfather said. Oh my god, right! Mia-kun, I want to hear your response. I'm sorry, I was thinking about that Ilia girl. Joining up with you means we'll be fighting her, right? Good night, Harukana. Yes, she's ready to fight, so we just need to retaliate. We need to defeat all the masters anyway. If she wants to kill us, we should do likewise. Tosaka's mind is made up. In Tosaka's mind, that girl is just an enemy that must be defeated. But... you know, there's something wrong with me for thinking this way, but I don't want to fight her. Emiya-kun? I hope this isn't the case, but don't tell me her looks are deceiving you. Oh, you missed extremely ominous Sakura stuff. Sakura, we had a little bit more time with Sakura. Her house is ominous and fucked up. She saw the bruise of the starting command spell. Shiro met with Soken, the grandpa of you know, of the Mato, who he didn't even know existed until now. And we got the interlude with the worms, basically.
Sakura's little, I hope I'm wrong. Gave me fucking chills. That's so good.
Yeah. Also, There's something I just realized about the... Oh god, okay, so... So, I was thinking... We have the most likely Sakura in the basement and the little moment of... Like, I was thinking about why Sakura would, like, flinch like that at the idea of Tosaka winning, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just realized Sakura knows now that Shiro is most likely one of the masters.
Mm-hmm.
So if she thinks about the idea of Rin winning, it's not that Tosaka is going to win, it's that Tosaka is a competent mage, and
Well,
she
knows she's gonna fucking kill him.
she's just gonna fucking kill Shiro, and that's what she doesn't want. Oh my god. Everything clicks. Everything clicks. This is how it begins. Oh my god, I love this.
I'm so invested.
She glares at me. Also, I like how they didn't waste any time on pretenses that, like, we saw the basement and he basically spelled out everything, huh?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
She's sharp. I didn't realize it, but my hesitation seems proof that I was being deceived. She is Berserker's master. If she has such a strong servant, she must be a powerful magus. I shouldn't focus too much on her outward appearance. I shouldn't, but... I'm sorry, Tosaka. I'm glad you're worried about me, but I can't give you the response you want. This is a serious matter, you know? I feel I shouldn't rush to a decision. I look directly back at her and answer. Osaka narrows her eyes a bit and nods emotionlessly. Right, and then when she realizes what is going on with Saber, he is already with Rin. So it would be like, no, we're teaming up. So she would be like, oh, they are working together. So she's not trying to kill him, right? Oh my god!
This is pretty interesting, actually.
Like, you can see how things differ from such a small detail, such as her realizing early.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Then negotiations have failed? Well, you have a point too. If you really want to win, you can't trust anyone. That's not it. I trust you, Tosaka. It's just I can't decide on my own. If I'm Saber's master, I can't make a promise without her consent. I see. That is true. You are a master now. Giving a nod of understanding, Tosaka turns away. She strides to the door, her hair fluttering behind her. But just before leaving, the girl who could have been my ally gives me one last look and... Goodbye. We will be enemies the next time we meet. Wait! Wait! We are not getting a choice! We are not teaming up with Rin? Like the girl Lilia, she leaves a cold warning. We are not teaming up with Rin!
Of course we are. This isn't her route.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
This is gonna be awful.
Oh. Ah. Oh man. Okay, I'm going to skip this if it doesn't unlock the status screen. No, we have the status screen. There's no bug. We obviously don't know the other ones yet in this route.
I have no idea who these guys are.
Hmm.
I wonder who they could possibly be.
We do. No, we don't actually. We have Invisible Air as a Noble Phantasm. Interesting.
Was this the scene we were skipping, or is this what we're doing?
This is what we're doing. This is new.
Master, I've simplified things, but that's all the explanation I can give you.
Okay, it was quick, but I get it now. Sorry, Saber.
すまなかったではありません。
You should not be sorry.
状況が分かったのなら
If you understand the situation, you should be deciding on a plan of action.
She leans forward expectantly. I see. Saber is the same type as Tosuga. Attack first. That's good in its own way, but I can't decide what to do when I don't know what we should be doing. We should wait and see, but we can't afford to do that. I don't know anything about the other masters, and I'm curious about that Ilya girl. We should be going out in search of other masters, but I think it's dangerous to wander around aimlessly. Damn. Maybe I should have cooperated with Tosuga. You think? You think, Shiro?
That might have helped. That might have saved his life.
イリアバーサーカーのマスターはどうかしたのですか？
Ilya, what about Berserker's master, Shiro?
Oh. No, I'm just wondering why she's after us. And that wasn't the first time I've met her. I've met her once before, and I've heard the name Einsburn before as well. Then, after hearing the name Einsburn, Saber gives me a hard look. Saber, did you also know the name Einsburn?
知っています。逆に
Yes, I do.
シロはその
Let me ask you instead. Do you not know of that name?
Knowing some extra context, this is an extremely funny question that is making me think a lot of things. Well, I've only heard of it. An unrelated guy asked me how the Einsburn girl was doing before I even met her.
Yep, totally
そう
unrelated.
ですか。では
I see.
シロは何
Then
も
you have
気づい
not
て
heard
ないです。
anything.
Saber closes her eyes and ponders the
こ
orb.
れも何かの因縁でしょう。アインツベル
This-
に知りたいのなら、もう一度教会に赴くべきです。
This must be fate. You should go to the church if you'd like to know about the Einsburn family.
No way it is fate. I don't believe you, Saber.
This is Suki. What are you talking about?
シロの疑問にも
That priest should be able to answer your questions and guide you to the path you must take.
Oh man, so we're just going to fucking Kirei? Immediately? I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind right now. This route is already so fucking different. The church? You mean the church we went to yesterday? But he told us we shouldn't go back there unless I wanted to revoke my command spell.
それは方便に過ぎません。
He must have said that for expediency's sake. The rule is only part of the thing he puts up for his association. It has no power if you're not part of their association.
Oh, right. Huh. That is certainly true. Osaka belongs to the Magic Association, to the Mages Association. Right, translation is different, but we don't. We wouldn't gain anything from following their orders, so we can just ignore them.
わかりましたか。
Do you understand? That place may be a last resort for you, but you are under no obligation to follow their orders.
You're right, but I still want to avoid that place, and I don't think I should go see that priest too much. Don't say that, Fei-Fei, no! Kotomina Kirei. That priest feels strange. It's not that I feel enmity or danger. I must not see that man. I'm scared because I might crumble in front of him.
I understand how you feel. I do not want to have business with him if I could help it.
She declares this with a straight face. It's unexpected. I never thought heroic spirits would have difficulty dealing with human beings, and most of all, I know I don't like him, but why don't you? You haven't even met him, right? Oh man, things are advancing so fucking fast. Oh god.
A breakneck pace.
Saber hesitates. After frowning, she lifts up her face as if to shake off her hesitation.
He took part in the last Holy Grail War.
Oh, she's just telling us this early.
Oh! I do not know which servant he had, but Kiritsugu always took him seriously.
Huh? I know that. I know that, but what did she just say? Saber? Why do you know my father's name?
I was Kiritsugu's servant. Amiya Kiritsugu was a master in the last Holy Grail War. He cooperated all the way through to the final fight. During the war, Amiya Kiritsugu saw the priest as his greatest enemy. He believed that the priest was the only one who could defeat us.
Oh my god!
Right out the gate.
Hold on. Then what? My father was a master in the last Holy Grail War? Fought along with Saber and... is part of the cause of that disaster? You're lying. That can't be true. Then why didn't Kotomine tell me? Why didn't my father tell me about it?
I do not know. I could never understand what Kiritsugu was thinking. But I am sure the priest did not tell you because you did not ask him. He's a man who will answer you if you ask. He will tell you the truth if you inquire him about it.
Saber stares at me silently. The meaning of being a master. Her green eyes tell me to go to the church of my own will if I want to know about the Amiya Kiritsugu. Oh my god!
That's different.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, things are so different already!
This is gonna be the fucked up evil route because Shiro's just gonna go fucking insane. Because all of the shit's just gonna be dropped on him at once.
I head to the church. Saber must plan to watch over me since she's following me in that outfit. Please, please, please. Tell me she is in the yellow raincoat, please.
Save me, Raincoat Saber.
I look up at the church. Even though Saber urged me to come here, I'm still not prepared. Don't feel like going in there to ask the priest about what happened 10 years ago.
Master.
I turn back to the girl behind me. Oh no, she's just in casual clothes.
I shall wait here. Please face the priest yourself.
I really do not like this.
Me neither.
I know. I came this far, so I won't back down now.
Please do not tell the priest that I was summoned. You should not tell him that the same heroic spirit was summoned twice.
Okay. I will ask him only about Kiritsugu. I will be back quickly, so wait for me here.
Very well. Please be careful, Shiro. Call for me if danger approaches. That priest makes me uneasy. I do not know what will happen if you let your guard down.
I feel the same way. Don't worry, I will escape and call for you if anything happens. Are you ready to be driven insane by the fucking church music in a second?
No.
I take a step onto the stairs. I enter the church, leaving Saber under the winter sky. I don't see the priest in the chapel. In his place, I see a man sitting in a chair. His hair is golden.
Already?
He must be a foreigner. Excuse me, is Father Kotomine here?
My god.
I asked him, not expecting a response.
There he fucking is!
The man slowly gets up. At that instant, all my muscles stiffen up. Hey, so Daddy, you're having a normal one, I see.
Okay.
He walks to me. There's something odd about that simple action. He's walking toward me in a casual manner. That's all he's doing, so why am I getting ready to be killed by this man? The man raises his arm. It reaches out for my neck and stops midair. You're entranced by something unpleasant. He withdraws. Yes, that is only natural. I'm actually the strange one for thinking he was going to kill me just because he was coming closer. Wait right here. You have business with Kotomine, right? He disappears behind the altar. Several minutes pass.
Curie me? I can never remember.
It's him, yeah.
I'm surprised. Have you retired after only half a day, Miyashiro?
Kotomine appears, greeting me with that annoying tone I remember from last night. That's not it. I came here because I have something I want to ask you. I wouldn't come here for any other reason.
Very well. I'm a busy man, so I do not want other people to be attached to me.
Kotomine draws closer, his firm footsteps filling the air. Is this what you would call invisible pressure? He has a severe air about him that makes people conscious of their weakness. It must be a good characteristic for a priest, but could it also be their greatest fault?
What is it? Go ahead and ask if you have a question. There's no need for greetings between us.
He's right. There's no need to be friends with him. I came here to confirm what Saber told me. I should ask him and quickly leave.
That damn symmetrical priest.
There's only one thing I need to ask you. Why didn't you tell me about it?
What did I not tell you?
It's about my father. Why did you not tell me that Emiya Kiritsugu was a master in the previous Holy Grail War? The guy smiles. The priest smiles. He does not seem to feel guilty. This man is genuinely enjoying the fact that Kiritsugu's name came out of my mouth. Answer me. It's natural for you to know if you're the supervisor of the Holy Grail War. So why didn't you tell me about it?
Is it not obvious? What good would it do to know that your father was a master? Emiya Kiritsugu's achievements have nothing to do with you.
Kotomine's answer isn't wrong. Even if my father was a great master, it doesn't mean I get any benefit out of it. But no. There is a connection. Did I become a master because I'm Kiritsugu's son? I was raised as his son and I studied magic as his apprentice. I became a master just like him and made a contract with the exact same heroic spirit. There has to be a meaning behind all of this. You said I became a master by chance. I would have chosen to fight then and there if you told me that Kiritsugu was a master. Why didn't you tell me about it?
That is none of my concern. I have never heard of a master's title being hereditary. And in any case, you are not Kiritsugu's son. It is rare for an unprepared person to be chosen as a master. A command spell is usually not given to someone who knows nothing of the Holy Grail. I do not know why you were chosen as an exception.
And I really don't have a connection with my father? I was chosen to be a master by chance, and my father saved me because he saved me out of pure goodwill.
As far as I know, but I cannot understand the intentions of the Holy Grail. I would like to say that you were chosen to be a master by chance, but I suspect fate had a hand in this. The Grail might want you to atone for Emiya Kiritsugu's sin of denying its power.
My father denied the Holy Grail?
That is right. Your father came to this town to obtain it. His sole purpose was to obtain the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail answered his pure wish, and maybe the Holy Grail thought he would be a fit owner. But Emiya Kiritsugu betrayed the Holy Grail. He destroyed the Holy Grail at the very end. To end the Holy Grail War, he betrayed the Holy Grail, which placed expectations on him and its long-standing desire.
Destroyed the Holy Grail? If that's true, the Holy Grail certainly could not approve of Miyakiritsugu. But he was correct. A Holy Grail that grants any wish. Magi kill each other to obtain it. Holy Grail is the cause of the conflict. My father did not betray anyone when he destroyed the Holy Grail. He ended the Holy Grail War as a superhero I always admired. He didn't betray anyone. Kiritsugo destroyed the Holy Grail probably because he thought there was no need for it. Kiritsugo did not betray anything.
It seems you do not know what Kiritsugu was like before. Alright. There is little point to it, but I shall tell you the true identity of Amiya Kiritsugu.
Oh man, we're just going right in with everything this route. My heart cannot take this.
Mine can. Pick out.
The pre-smiles! The pre-smiles. The fucking pre-smiles. Chat. Pre-smiles in chat, please. It is the ominous smile of someone intoxicated with the light. Oh man!
Oh, there he is. Amiya Kiritsugu. He was a magus unrelated to the Holy Grail War. He lived for his desires and objectives and sought the Holy Grail as a result. A miracle he could not make come true himself. An ideal he could not implement with mere human power. He could not cast away his immature dream that should have been given up, and that is why he sought the Holy Grail to make his wish come true. I do not know where he heard about the Holy Grail War. It might have been that someone else deemed him worthy, but I do not care how it happened. Either way, Amiya Kiritsugu was hired as a master. He was named the greatest master by the Einsberns, the family of magi that is the cause of this ritual. Having learned from the previous 3 wars, the Einsburn family sought a master specialized in battle. The magic of the Einsburn family is not suited for battle, therefore, they put their trust in Kiritsugu, a strong magus who did not belong to the Magic Association.
Oh man, the lore!
He's kinda hot. They taught Kiritsugu about the Holy Grail, gave him power as a master, and gave him a woman to produce a successor who would be more suited to combat. He would be formally accepted into the Einsburn family if he obtained the Holy Grail. It was like accepting a commoner into a noble family. The Einsburns treated Kiritsugu exceptionally, and it's easy to imagine how much trust they had in Kiritsugu. And Kiritsugu answered their trust. Kiritsugu defeated many masters in the previous Holy Grail War. I'm the only one who survived after fighting him. Everyone else was killed for sure. He was precise, careful, brutal, and cruel. He showed no pity for his enemies. Once the decision was made, he killed. He killed a servant, let the master beg for help while crawling on the floor, and ruthlessly shot him in the head. He showed no emotion even after killing, neither the supremacy of his strength nor guilt in killing the weak.
Ah.
In short, he was a machine. He did not have any emotions to begin with. There was no space for his human emotions to enter.
What? My father was a machine?
Yes, he killed. He did not think like you about not involving innocent people. He thoroughly attacked his enemy's weaknesses, allowing no chance to counterattack. He used the enemy's family as a shield and their friends as their shackles to win the war.
Wow.
If Kiritsugu were in this war, he would be the master you would hate the most. If being heartless is evil, he would be the greatest evil of all.
Oh.
This is so cool.
It's so good.
What? Are you not satisfied? I understand. Amiya Kiritsugu is not a machine. He threw away his personal feelings for his goals. It was both his strength and weakness to cast off his emotions through his own will without even using self-suggestion. It would have been easy to prepare another cold-hearted personality in him, but he must have believed such a person would not attain the Holy Grail. He went so far, but that same weakness made him betray everything. The Ainsburns entrusted their long-standing desire to Kiritsugu. The Holy Grail appeared after 5 masters were defeated. It was a wish that no human could make come true, a wish Amiya Kiritsugu desired. But he threw everything away at the last moment. That is the end of the last Holy Grail War, the true nature of the Magus you call your father. The Holy Grail disappeared, and the Holy Grail War ended. The Ainsburns retreated after being betrayed by Kiritsugu, and they spent 10 years preparing the next Holy Grail. Now that I think about it, they must have seen this Holy Grail War coming. The previous war ended without any result. Unused magical energy carries over to the next war. They must have known the next war would begin shortly.
I can't accept Kotomine's story. That Kiritsugu was a cold-hearted master, and that a noble family of Magi had a connection to my father. There's no way I can accept it all when it all comes so suddenly. All I can tell from this is that Kotomine did not lie, and... Kotomine, did you hate Kiritsugu? The man before me, the one who is uninterested in everything, actually displays anger toward Kiritsugu.
Of course. We were at opposite ends of the spectrum. We are natural enemies. Makiria and Ainsburn considered us the same kind, but we treated each other as natural enemies.
Natural enemies? You were on guard against my father like he was on guard against you?
No, we simply could not ignore each other. He was a saint beyond help. He could not forgive death, yet he killed to save other people. If one sacrifice were needed to save 10, he would kill the sacrifice himself without a second thought. He always prepared the minimum sacrifice to make his dream world where everyone could smile. That contradiction. A contradictory ideal is something I have as well, but we are not of the same kind. He lived for his ideal. He pursued his ideal until the moment he destroyed the Holy Grail. That is why he had pride in himself, allowing him to become a machine without hesitation. That is our similarity and our difference. He had an iron mind unplagued by inner conflict. The reason he was never wounded, and he was wounded from the start. He was an artificial brute, just as I was an artificial priest.
Wow.
That's so fucked. Oh my god.
He was wounded from the start. So that means the premise he believed in was wrong from the start. And are you saying you're different? You take wounds and you're not already wounded. You're a normal human being that can be wounded if you get slashed at, right? Are you saying you're different from Kiritsugu because you're a priest?
People would not consider us to be the same if that were the case. People thought we were similar in another aspect. Let's see. If you talk about being similar, you are more similar to him than I. You both have childlike ideals, believing in simplicity and shouldering the role of a criminal for the sake of that ideal, turning yourselves into the greatest evil to eliminate all the small evils in this world.
Ooh.
You and Kiritsugu act like saviors we call anti-heroes.
It's this anti-hero thing.
It's what it sounds like. It's the opposite of a hero, an unforgivable murderer.
And we know about, Emilia, the heroic spirit.
So good. This is so fucking cool.
It's just a villain. Are you making fun of me?
Oh my. It seems you're misunderstanding me. I'm welcoming you. You are Kiritsugu's son. Think about having your enemy's son come to you for help. Is it such a complex feeling that you cannot decide whether to be happy or sad?
The priest laughs silently. I don't know his true intentions, but he doesn't seem to be bored.
Well, about the anti-hero. They are beings whose existence itself is evil, but their actions are good deeds according to people. They are beings who people set up as saviors, even if they don't want to be. Those are the heroic spirits, called the anti-heroes. An example of this would be a sacrifice. Even if the sacrificed one is evil, he would become a hero if everyone in the village is saved because of the sacrifice, right? It would not matter to anyone whether the sacrifice was eaten or buried. If the one whom this disgrace was forced upon saves people, he would become a hero instead of a sinner.
Oh. This is like getting a high promotion for dying in combat.
No, you are wrong. The important part is the minds of the people who set up the hero. A proper hero is created from respect, gratitude, and feelings of guilt. You cannot become an anti-hero from gratitude or guilt. Well, humans forget their ugliness and substitute farce with tragedy. Heroes who died as evil will be treated as victims as time goes on, and they will not stay as pure evil.
Will not stay as pure evil?
Correct. Anti-heroes have to be both victim and assailant. They are created by the people, but are not part of humanity. It's that contradiction which allows them to be the enemy of the world, exempt from all the restraining forces of the world.
There is some lore going on here that is making my jaw drop right now that I cannot explain right now, but holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
But then, there aren't many pure anti-heroes. They are something that does not exist. They are merely what people wish to exist. They are an ideal that the humans have created, sacrifices to deny the original sin. Just think of the anti-hero as one of the wishes that will never come true. A synonym for peace.
Huh?
In short, it's the naive dream that will never come true. You want to be a superhero like Kiritsugu, right? Then you will be a great anti-hero. How about it? Why don't you wish to become a hero when you obtain the Holy Grail?
Hey now. A superhero isn't like a hero. I don't know what you're trying to say, but I won't fall to your cheap tricks.
How is it different?
I don't know, it's just different, okay? And a hero is not something you try to be, but something you are at the end. I bet the only thing the Holy Grail can give me is powers beyond my position.
I see. So you truly are a son of his, even if not blood-related. We both are hard-headed.
You hate that they didn't translate superhero to hero of justice? It's a distinction to be made, huh? He must be making fun of me, as his smile is friendly. Wow. Wow, that's a sentence.
It sure is.
This guy hates my father. But he doesn't anger me because... well... he has yet to say anything bad about my father. Wouldn't you have gotten along with my father? I asked him when I realized this.
Oh, why do you think so?
For no reason, I just thought so.
Then you are mistaken. I hate Amiya Kiritsugu. We never even spoke. One time we met, we tried to kill each other. I've already told you that we are the exact opposites. Our wishes, our questions are different. A question by the one who does not have it shall not be answered by the one who does.
His eyes tell me that is why they would never have been able to get along. One who does not have it? Are you saying Kiritsugu had something yet that you didn't have?
Yes, I could not change my will itself for something I believed in. Well, we cannot be compared since our goals were different.
Changing your will for something you believe in? Is that like saving 10 by killing 1 like he said earlier?
You do not need to understand. Amiya Kiritsugu decided peace. Isn't it simple? But it was too simple for this complex world. We had to reject the extra parts that could not fit into that perfect shape. But he could not tolerate that. He sought a perfect shape, but still wanted to save the extra parts. But that is a miracle exceeding human power. There's no such thing as a world without conflict. He sought the Holy Grail to deny that fact. He sought his ideal, and after being faced with the fact that it was impossible, had no other choice but to rely on the Holy Grail. That is the end of the man who was cornered by his own ideal. His dream was an impossible sorcery that could only be granted by something that does not exist, like the Holy Grail.
A world without conflict. Did my father really believe in such a thing? He worked hard to become strong, but the more he matured, the more he was cornered by reality. But still, he still kept believing in his ideal and, in the end, attained the miracle-granting Holy Grail. Emiya Kiritsugu must have experienced many failures by that time. First of all, to seek the Holy Grail means knowing your wish is unattainable by normal means. He wore out and strayed far away from his ideal. But my father still sought the Holy Grail, for his ideal and for everything he sacrificed. But my father destroyed the Holy Grail. His wish was never granted, right?
Correct. It was his own self that betrayed him in the end. In that instant, I began to feel anger towards him. To be honest, I did not mind his wish. I was interested in the peace that humans wish for.
Isn't that the same for you as well? You're a priest after all, right? The priest nods, saying that a world without conflict is what everyone desires.
But that is not my wish. First of all, I do not have such ordinary wishes.
You don't have ordinary wishes?
That's right. An ideal world is one that is the most comfortable. For Emiya Kiritsugu, it was a world without conflict. From the very beginning, his standard was different from mine.
Huh?
It is a simple story. There is nothing that brings me happiness. It does not matter. Let it be believing in people. Let it be believing in people or having people believe in me. What other people called happiness does not bring me any joy.
He says this emotionlessly. He's not talking to me. It's almost like a monologue.
Well, that's all. I answered your questions. For me, it's Kiritsuga was a master well enough.
No. Hold on, it's not just my father I want to know about. Well, about my preparation for the role of master, and about how I should go about fighting from now on. I bet he will laugh and make fun of me if I ask something so stupid. I want to avoid that. In fact, I will avoid it.
If you have any other questions, make it short. That took longer than I thought.
No, there was something else I wanted to ask him about. Didn't I come to this church because I wanted this question answered?
Aren't you concerned about the Einsberns? I would think they would want to kill you, since you are Kiritsugu's son.
Yeah, it's about that. First of all, who is this Einsburn? You said they are the cause of the Holy Grail War or something.
Yes, they are the cause. I told you that the Holy Grail War is a ritual, yes? If there is a ritual, it is natural for there to be a ritualist. There were some magi 200 years ago who found out there is a distortion in the ley line of this land. They offered their secret techniques to each other to create the Holy Grail's activation circle. That was the start of the Holy Grail War. The three families involved in its creation are the legitimate owners of the Holy Grail. The ones that created the Holy Grail, the ones that devised the command spell which abuses the heroic spirits, the ones that offered the land and the technique to bore a hole into the world.
Wow.
That's so fucking cool. What the fuck? Einsburn, Makiri, and Tolsaka. They are the three families that started it all, with lineage and history far surpassing ours. The Tolsaka are the only ones from this land, but their fatherly master is that Schweinorg. Well, if the master is the kind of person I hear he is, it's ridiculous to group them according to race.
So the Einsburns are the leading family of the Holy Grail War?
In the past, yes. But they are only participants now that the Holy Grail summoning has failed and its ownership became uncertain. Now, their only role is to create the vessel of the Holy Grail. The same goes for Tosaka and Makiri. They are just families whose members have a higher likelihood of being chosen as masters. But the Holy Grail is what the Einsburn family proposed in the first place. Their history spans 1,000 years. A family that has lasted for 1,000 years without spawning any branch families is rare.
Oh god, the mate eugenics.
Do you understand, Miyashiro? The Einsburn family has only pursued the fulfillment of the Holy Grail for 1,000 years. 1,000 years. They're crazy, continuing their deeds from the time when barbarism, such as mass murder, was allowed for the sake of recovering holy ground. They're not fanatics, not obstinate, nor crazy. They just help the hopeless cross to enforce the meaninglessness held. That is why the Einsburn Magi are beyond the domain of magic. They are monsters, never straying from their path, always attempting to achieve a common goal. Normally, such people die off after a few decades. We cannot imagine their feeling of disgrace and frustration when they had to invite an Magus from outside of their family. But their desire to complete the Holy Grail was stronger still. They repeated their mistake for 500 years. It took them 300 years to accept the fact that they could not obtain the Holy Grail by themselves. And it took them another 200 years to realize that they could not obtain it unless they used their own powers. The Ainsburns literally killed their emotions to cooperate with the Mikiri and the Tosaka. As a result, their ownership of the Holy Grail was taken away, and they were reduced to mere participants in the war. They endured the disgrace, even going as far as contaminating their own bloodline by inviting in an outside magus. But unbelievably, Amira Kiritsugu betrayed them with the Holy Grail in front of him. That is the connection between the Kiritsugu and the Ainsburns. And that is your connection with them.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Thanks
Also,
for the-
hello, Dry in chat. Welcome.
Thanks for the exposition. How?
I see. And it's natural for that girl to come after me. It's natural for them not to let their betrayer's son go if he becomes a master.
Do you understand now? All the masters have some sort of burden, but the obsession of the Mikiri and Ainsburn families cannot be expressed into words. If the Mikiri family have carried their burden for 500 years, then the Ainsburn family have carried theirs for 1,000. If anyone has the right to own the Holy Grail, it would be one of them.
I'm at a loss for words. No man can stand against an obsession that has lasted for centuries.
Do not be depressed. Amiya Kiritsugu did betray them, but you do not need to condemn him for it. To put it another way, he held to his belief, even if it meant opposing a 1,000-year-old apparition. He threw away everything for that purpose. Isn't that something to be proud of?
People who accepted him. Something he protected by opposing 1,000 years of history. I'm not buying everything the priest has told me, but if it really is true... If I am to call myself my father's son, I have to follow my beliefs like he did.
What is wrong? Are you scared now that you've heard 1,000 years?
No. I chose to fight no matter what the reason is. I don't care what the other masters think. I won't let something like the disaster 10 years ago happen again. I raise my head in determination. The priest nods, apparently satisfied.
That's good enough. If that is your reason to fight, you put your life on the line as you do so. There will be more victims the longer the war lasts. Risk your life like Kiritsugu and lure your enemies in.
You're saying that you want... You're saying what you want because it doesn't concern you. You're telling me to be bait?
You have nothing else to risk, so it cannot be helped. Well, it's not entirely hopeless. You have no ability to detect other masters, but servants can sense other servants. If you have an excellent servant, you need only wait.
I turn my back to him. There's nothing else I need to ask. I've kept Saber waiting, so I should be going back now.
Hold on. Let me ask you something. Do you know any healing magic?
No, what about it?
Well, then bring any wounded people here. As part of the church, I cannot overlook any victims. I can handle all the treatments unless they are beyond help.
I stop. Yeah, he does. That's why Saber didn't want to come in. and she didn't want Shiro to tell him. Yeah, exactly. I stop. I'm surprised. You can use healing magic? That's banned in the church, right?
It is outside of our jurisdiction, but I have acquired it. I once had someone die in front of me. After that, I started to study it, but it seems I am more compatible with it than I thought. Oh, but I will ask for compensation if I am to heal you. I have to be fair as the supervisor.
No, he didn't say that at all. He was thinking, like, when he made any mention to the same servant, that was in his mind. There was never narration about it. I refuse. I wouldn't come to you for help even if my life depended on it. I turn away, and this time I really do leave. Yeah, I know it too, Paul, but shush. I leave the church. Saber must have been waiting undercover, as she appears as soon as I come through the door.
Are you done with your inquiry, Shiro?
Yeah, I heard about my father and what kind of relationship he had with the Einsburn family. He also warned me about what I should do. He's more talkative than he looks. He recommended a lot of things to me.
That priest was cooperative.
I don't know what's wrong, but Saber is bewildered.
Shiro, what's wrong? Did he ask for something in compensation? Why did you not call for me? You said you would call for me if there was any danger.
Must have had a strange expression because Saber draws in the air and peers at my face.
So what did he do to you, Shiro? The wound is not healed yet. You should know something like last night could happen again if you let your guard down.
Saber draws even closer.
Please show me your wound, Shiro. I'm partly responsible for it. I cannot let you die without returning my debt. I've not helped you as a servant yet. I cannot allow our contract to end like this.
Saber reaches for my shirt as if to rip it off. Saber, please, no. She doesn't look scary at all, but rather... Ugh. Oh crap, I was trying to hold it in, but my laughter spills out.
Shiro?
Her hand stops. She realizes what I've been trying to suppress and glares at me.
Shiro, it's not good to enjoy someone else's confusion.
Her protest is so entertaining that it brings a smile to my face.
Shiro.
I'm sorry, I was just surprised because you were in such a panic. It was a fortunate misunderstanding or something like that.
A fortunate misunderstanding, eh? I feel like some hidden meaning in that. Are you going to explain to me what it means?
Chad, please. I must have hit a nerve because she gets even more emotional. Saber's like the class president type. She seriously gets mad when I do something stupid, and since she's serious, her real character appears.
What are you smiling for? Is it funny that I misunderstood your condition?
I'm sorry. To be honest, I'm just happy. You're really energetic right now.
There is nothing wrong with my condition, but what about it?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's just that this is the first time I've seen your real personality. I'm glad I can see you're a girl. Well, I guess you could say that tickled his funny bone of his sword.
Extremely loud and correct, Buzzer.
Shiro, this is not my route. Saber jumps back.
What are you saying? The gender of the servant does not matter. We're here only to fight, so please do not get happy over such a thing.
She glowers at me, probably because she's mad or astonished. I somehow don't feel bad, and I'm still smiling. Even though she's a servant, she's a human as she appears. She's as human as she appears. I don't know about the other servants, but the girl I made a contract with is not just a familiar that knows only combat. She said she has not helped me yet. She saved me from Lancer and she tried to let me escape from Berserker. She saved my life twice, but she still thinks she hasn't helped me yet. I wonder if she's good-natured or just a perfectionist. Both.
ですかその目は
What is that look? Even if you are my master, there are some remarks I cannot ignore.
シローが
I have appropriate plans if you say anything more.
Alright, I understand, so don't get too mad. Just saying I'm glad you're the one I made a contract with.
何を言うのです
What are you saying?
私はあなた
I was only summoned by you.
私の意志であなた
I did not make a contract with you out of choice. You were the one who chose me.
It was only an accident. Yeah, that's what I regret. I wanted to make the conscious choice to choose you.
Where is this riz coming from?
I hold out my right hand. This is something I wasn't able to do at the very beginning. I have to make the promise I should have made before.
シロー
Shiro?
This is a bit late, but can I? This is the only way I know how. Without a word, Saber walks over to me and shakes my hand. Her slender fingers. I feel her warm through my hand. Will you fight with me from now on? I need your help, Saber.
私の誓いは変わりません
My oath will not
あなたの
change.
剣となる
I was summoned to be your sword,
召喚されそれに助けが必要な
and we both need each other's help.
聖杯を手に入れるため
I
に
will borrow your strength
私
to
はあなた
obtain
の
the Holy
力を
Grail.
借りる
If you trust
あ
me,
なたが信
I
頼
will
して
do
く
my
れる
best to live up to that trust.
Aww. Her hand is warm. The hesitation within me disappears without a trace. It has been half a day since the night it all began. I am finally able to realize that she is my ally who will fight alongside me. Aww.
Lovely.
Also, hello, Dandy. We will wait until nightfall to go out into the city. After some discussion, that is what we decided. As Kotomine said, I can't sense our masters. Saber is the only one who can sense our enemies, and even then, she's only able to sense nearby servants. So naturally, our plan is to walk around and find information. It's like counting on luck, but it's risky but certain according to Saber. Masters aren't going to be holed up in their hideouts all the time. If the Holy Grail War is a race, you have to do something to get ahead of the competition. That means the servants search for the enemy's hideout while the masters use magic to set up traps. We can use that to our advantage. Lots of magical energy will be needed if either one does something. Even though I can't sense other magi, I can detect the lingering traces of their power. If we patrol the city looking for that, I'm sure we'll find some signs of other masters. This is information I'll be getting by using myself as bait. I have no other method besides being bait, just like Kotomine said. We'll start the patrols tonight. Saber told me to stay at the house, but I refused, saying I would go with her. After a long and productive talk,
わかりました
Alright, but please promise you will always be with me.
してください
Can you swear not to go outside by yourself at night?
Saber finally accepted my point of view. I do find it quite interesting that they are mobilizing on day 2.
Yeah, everything is moving much faster this route.
And I am so afraid.
For real.
Well, our course of action is decided, but there are 2 more problems.
シロ先ほども説明しました
Shiro,
が
I have explained to you before, but I cannot afford to use too much magical energy, especially if we plan to patrol tonight.
Yeah, you're going to sleep as much as you can to preserve magical energy, right? Since I can provide you with magical energy, you have to maintain your body yourself. So, say you can regenerate 8 units of magical energy per day and you need 6 units to sustain yourself daily. That exceeds 2 units is what we can save up each day. That excess 2 units is what we can save up. And if you conserve well, you could use about 10 units during a battle, right?
こちらが一度も傷を負わず
That is true, as long as I'm not wounded or my armor does not become damaged. But against heroic spirits of such rank, that is not likely. To put it in your terms, I used about 50 units against Lancer, and about 200 units against Berserker.
Jesus fucking Christ. She was pierced by Lancer and her stomach was slashed by Berserker. It makes sense for her to have used a lot of magical energy to heal those wounds. It makes sense, but...
I did not use that much magical energy to heal myself. I used it more to restore the armor that was destroyed. Most of my magical energy is fixed on protecting me.
That's how it is, according to her. So your armor is part of your body, right? So maintaining your body and your armor is the same thing. You have your armor off right now to preserve magical energy, right?
Yes, but things like this should not be necessary for other servants. I can only disarm myself since I cannot turn into spirit form, but servants such as Archer and Lancer can become spirits to reduce their burden on their masters.
I see, I see. Oh, I guess this is good enough.
Shiro, it's unhelpful that you are... It is helpful that you are preparing our meal, but do you not think it is easing the tension?
Huh? No, I don't think so. I don't, but it is true my sense of urgency disappeared. I was surprised when Saber told me about her condition after our strategy meeting. As I don't provide her with magical energy, he has her hands full with maintaining her body. I tried to change her course of action, saying that it should be impossible for her to fight in that condition, but... Hey Saber, let me ask you again, but how much magical energy do you have right now?
Sorry, 1 sec. In your terms, I have about 1,000 units.
So it's something ridiculous like that. She said she spent about 200 against Berserker, but she still has that much magical energy remaining. And she says it's not full. It's scary to think how much magical energy she would have had with the proper master. Her capacity is way beyond human, and I stopped stupidly thinking how many times more of my magical energy it would take to fill her. Don't worry about it. I think you would fill her up just fine enough, Shiro, don't worry. I finally understand why Tosaka calls Saber the most superior servant. Of course I'm not nervous anymore. There's nothing to worry about if you have that much magical energy and we only have to face 6 enemies.
That is only if I am to fight them. I told you earlier, but using a Noble Phantasm takes a lot of magical energy. It's hard to use my Noble Phantasm in my current state. Therefore, I must save up as much magical energy as I can.
Saber's mad. I can't tell if she's mad at me for being a burden, or because I'm keeping her here while she has to sleep. I understand your magical energy is important, but so is food, right? I use leftovers for lunch, so please eat a proper meal for dinner. You can sleep after you eat.
Alright. I do not intend to use my Noble Phantasm lightly. We shall talk about this later when you have a better understanding of what servants are.
Saber says this in a dissatisfied manner and takes a seat. Good. She might complain, but she always listens to me. So the problem of conserving magical energy is settled now. In the first place, it's not something we can do anything about, and the only way to help ourselves is to get a better understanding of our current situation. So...
But Shiro, you said you have 2 problems. What's the other one?
Huh? Oh, it will come soon. Please do as I said. I cut some wet radishes and put them into the saucepan. Saber tilts her head in confusion. There. Who are you cooking, Shiro?
Excuse me, senpai.
Oh, this is not going to be a good encounter.
This is going to be a bad encounter.
I hear the usual voices from the entrance. Oh, Sakura.
Her poor feelings.
The silence is painful. It's only natural. Fujine and Sakura are confused, and they're looking at me for an explanation. This is Saber. She's going to be staying at this house starting today. Please give her your best regards. It's been 10 minutes since that was my explanation to them. This lack of protest feels awkward. I want to take a sip of tea, but I feel like the sound of it could echo through the room, so the hot tea sits there untouched. But sitting here won't solve anything. I have to move forward with courage. We can't turn her away since she came here for my father. She won't stay long, and she's only here for sightseeing. Also, she will be staying in the separate building, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Oh no.
The silence continues. By the way, I can understand why Fujine and Sakura are quiet, but why is Saber looking so surprised? Oh, well, if she's an acquaintance of Kiritsugu-san, it can be helped. I heard he had some relatives overseas, so was it Saber-san? He seems reliable, so I have no objections.
Fushimura-sensei, that's...
I'm sorry, I understand how you feel, but this is Kiritsugu-san's house. It would be shameful for us Japanese to throw out a foreigner who came here relying on us, right? It's been getting dangerous lately, so we can't just throw this cute girl out into the streets.
That's true, but is this okay with you, Senpai?
Yeah, this is what I intended. I'm going to have Saber stay here for a while. Are you against it, Sakura?
No, I don't mind if an acquaintance of yours stays here, but Saber is...
Oh, it's a strange name, right? She's blunt like her name suggests, but I guarantee she's a good person. She might sound strange since she's not used to Japan, but it will really help me out if you can help her out, Sakura.
Alright, if you're fine with it, then I am too.
Is she nervous because Saber's a foreigner? Sakura nods while looking away from her. Oh boy. It still worked, but holy shit.
The tension is not resolved in any way.
So it's dinner time. I put extra effort into dinner to welcome Saber and make up for lunch. I began by preparing a minced bonito salad, then fried chicken with a zesty spring onion sauce, and classic meat and potato stew, and to top it all off, a variety of tempura, including shrimp. I went all out on this meal, to the point that the variety of dishes is downright sinful, but... it's not popular with the main guest and my pupil. Oh, what is this tempura? Juicy and tasty, don't begin to describe it. What did you do, Shiro? I have a better opinion of shrimp now. Good night, Soul. We're not going to continue much more, don't worry about it. Well, it's all good since Fujin is enjoying it enough for the four of us. Dinner ends without trouble thanks to her. I don't know what happened, but Fujine gave some of her food to Saber. I guess Fujine likes Saber because she's quiet. Saber and Fujine left to prepare Saber's room. And Sakura and I clean up after dinner. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'm not ready.
Me neither.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that because it's part of the usual chores. I'll wash the dishes, so can you clean the table? Oh, you don't have to throw away the tempura oil. Can you put the lid on it and store it? It's heavy. Can you handle it?
Oh, yeah, I'm stronger than I look, you know.
She picks up the pot of oil. Good. So since she does archery, I didn't need to worry. Well, archery isn't all about strength either. I wash the dishes. Then...
Oh, there's less towels here, Senpai. The paper towel roll is empty and the plates are moved around.
What? Let's see... Oh, you're right. Someone break in?
I don't think there are robbers that only steal towels.
Right, that's no robber. Plates have been moved around. The paper towels are gone. Some towels are missing. According to these clues... That's right, Tosaka was here. I remember now. Tosaka was the one who treated me after that incident with Berserker. I'm pretty sure that she used the paper towels during my treatment.
Senpai. Do you mean Tosaka-senpai?
Yeah, I had her come in. I had a stupid accident and hurt myself. Tosaka just happened to pass by and she kindly treated me. As expected from our school's honor student, right? She's so full of affection. I don't mean the last half, of course. My school's proud honor student died last night. It's highly regrettable, but the image of Tosaka Ren as a honor student died inside of me.
Why?
Huh?
Why did Tosaka-senpai come here? That's strange. She has nothing to do with this place. I'm here. She has no connection with Senpai, so why?
Sakura hangs her head and tries to control herself. I'm at a loss for words at this sudden event. She hugs herself tightly as if enduring some uneasiness. Oh boy. So, do you want to go out a little bit, or do you want to call it quits before the
This
checking?
feels like the good point to leave it. I have to go have my own slice of life dinner scene, but IRL.
Yeah. No. Stop.
Stop. Oh, I'm so excited.
We're just patrolling, don't worry about it.
We're just patrolling. Just don't worry about it.
Can I load back to this? Yeah, I can load back to this so I can save here instead.
Cool.
So we can get one more paragraph of context.
Help us remember where we were.
I don't like that the save file is glitched and it's still... There we go! The worm is gone. I didn't like that, you know?
Oh, I'm so excited. This slaps so hard.
I am actually at a loss for words at how everything has been going.
It's been so fucking much. We're in day one and all we've done is talk to people and I'm more tense than I've ever been.
It's like... Okay, so like... It's the thing, right? It's the thing, right? All of the things that we've seen so quickly in this route have been major revelations in other routes. So by having... What
the fuck is gonna happen?
Exactly, by having everything fast forward, like, they are getting out so many of the things that were intense secrets that we wouldn't have known until halfway through or 3/4 of the way through the other routes. So now it's like, okay, there's the entire route left.
And isn't this one the longest one?
Yeah, it's, I think, 1 or 2 days longer than the Fate route.
That's so fucked. What the fuck happens? Like, it's all the shit that we built to in the other 2 routes. They're like, yeah, okay, get this out of the way, here's some extra context, get this over with. Jesus Christ.
I feel the agita. I feel the agita.
I am so fucking excited. I was telling you before the stream how excited I was to keep going, and I'm sad I have to go cook. I'm so excited to keep going.
Okay, I think I have a flowchart here with everything. Yeah, okay, and here. Heaven's Field switches out on the Worms interlude. Yeah, and it goes
You know, the
down.
Worms interlude.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And it keeps going down. And day 15 and 16 for the Fate and UBW routes respectively. I need you to understand that despite beginning at the same time, just by the amount of notes of scenes that happen in each day, where Fate and the UBW have already finished in the graph, Heaven's Fields is only at day 12. And it keeps going down to day 16 as well, yeah. It's the same amount of days as UBW, but it has like a chunk more content than the other two.
I get the feeling it's gonna be longer emotionally. You know how like when you say like it's gonna be a long day?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the same length of day, but I feel like we're gonna be a little more strained.
The Note Desolation place. It is gonna be a long day.
I'm so fucking excited.
Mm.
Fucking, as always, I say it every week. Thank you so much for having me along on this little journey.
I would be so terrified without you.
It's such a delight. I'm so excited to go through specifically this route together.
Also, I we saw that we didn't see them, but we saw an interlude with the Worms finally.
Worms. I hate that the Worms were my only prior knowledge of Fate, and it's taken 3 routes to get to them. They were mentioned briefly in the interlude with Gil in the UBW.
There was actually there's a really funny thing that now that you have seen that background more extensively, I'm actually going to go back very briefly, very briefly to the game, and I'm going to show you a little something that happened, right? That that I quickly glossed over because I didn't want you to, catch on to it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But give me a moment. Oh wait, we have a new screen. Right, we have the new fucking right. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Swell.
I love these little like mini short thingies. Okay, here it goes.
No. No. I killed her.
Anyway, that was the one thing I wanted to show you.
Fantastic. Delightful. Worst thing I've ever seen. Oh boy. Also, I just want to point out, I think it's really funny that in the thumbnail for this, you're holding up the worm and I'm doing the thing when, like, you handle insects and bugs so much worse than me.
Oh, absolutely. However, there is no, I will tell you later. Don't worry about it. That is something.
Okay.
There's layers to this this thumbnail that I will reveal in due time. Don't worry about it.
Cannot wait. On that note, I believe I should be getting splitting. Thank you very much for having me along. Thank you, chat, for watching. It's been an absolute blast. I'm already so enamored with this route. I think I've said that
Yeah.
both times we've started, but just the way this one has already diverged and already kind of like wrapped up the other two. Like,
Yeah.
it's just shoving those out of the way. This is not going to be similar in any way. Get ready.
It's like, at the very least, the UBW1 had many differences, but the structure of it was still fairly similar to some extent.
I thought it was super different until now I'm seeing how the first, like, day or two went on this one, and now I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
I think somebody mentioned in chat way back when that Heaven's Feel was their first
Oh my god,
route
how?
that they went through. I cannot imagine doing that. None of this would have any of the, like,
Yeah,
weight.
impact.
Because just as we see Gil and we start panicking because we know who that guy is.
And like, it's made intentionally. Like, you know why he's dangerous when he reaches out for Shiro, and you're like, oh god, is something going to actually happen now, or no?
Because, like, you know he would.
Yeah. And also, it's the just the vibes are just off already on everything.
And literally everything is like a little off. Everything that has happened has been slightly unsettling.
And there's the, like, even if there were going to be a lot of differences, I expected some similarities up to an extent. And now I know that's not going to be the case because Rin is not with us.
This is like the level... Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say, this is just the level of what the fuck could possibly happen that we were at, like, halfway through UBW. We are
And it's
one
the
day
first episode. No, we're not one day in. We have not finished the first day we've gotten into Heaven's Fields.
One day,
or
stream-wise.
days. Yeah.
Yes, our real days.
Oh my god, it's insanity.
I'm terrified. I'm so excited.
Oh, and I'm actually kind of excited about the potential of a Saber versus Archer fight, actually.
I want it so bad.
The feel part of the title is that unsettling feel you get while reading this route that Heaven sure does feel.
Oh boy.
Oh
All right,
God.
I will catch you later. Thank you
See
so
ya,
much.
hon.
Please
Bye-bye.
take care.
Mama. What the fuck, chat? What the fuck have we gotten into? What the fuck have we gotten into? This is not okay. This is not okay. This is not an okay. This is not an okay timeline. Oh boy. Okay, so there's one thing I want to mention here from my knowledge of things, right? From my knowledge of things. So, okay. I got thoughts. I got thoughts. I got fucking thoughts. Already this route is throwing some really high concept things. First of all, hello, Selrech. You have been finally mentioned directly as a person and not part of a chant. Mr. Kaleidoscope himself has been name dropped, so that already bodes well for this route. Second, the whole speech with, you know, Kirei talking about anti-heroes. That whole talk about the anti-heroes. Once more, it ties into the concept of the scapegoat that has been teased in the, you know, UBW route and to a lesser extent a little bit in Fate. And specifically, there was a term used about those anti-heroes that that was not particularly about anti-heroes. There was beast bullshit going on there. There was beast bullshit going on there. There was beast bullshit going on in that conversation. My fear is incredibly high right now. I do love Sakura now. Sakura is increasingly becoming a more and more interesting character. And I already love her. Like, I do love her already, and I am really excited to see just how fucked up things can get around with her. I hold very firmly that Kiritsugu would make an excellent beast candidate. Ooh. You're loving how Anne14 is voicing her too. I cannot wait for some things to happen and to have her voice Sakura in those things. Oh boy. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. There's so many things going on. Oh god. And like, by virtue of Kiritsugu making a good, excellent beast candidate, I can't even, right, Right, I forgot about a thing about a certain beast I know, never mind. I was going to say something that is very stupid considering, yeah, no, there's actually something going on there, never mind. We will just wait for that one, never mind. Never mind. We just gotta wait for that one. Oh my god, that's why, huh? Oh my god, that's why. Sorry, I'm just having a few epiphanies, right? Don't worry about it. I don't want to spoil things for the people who don't know, like Sadani in chat, but know that I'm connecting the dots. And although I may be smiling right now in front of you, my eyes are wide, and okay, you know that one smile from Castoria where she's just smiling, but there's the little, like, wrinkle line under her eyes, so you know, like, she's, like, not having a good time internally? That's me. That's me right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is day one. This is day one. Oh. I mean, it's day 4 technically, but it's day 1. Mr. Kaleidoscope still chats with Callback Alcatraz. With the grandpa of the best little gremlin puppy girl. Because of the new servant in Fate Grand Order, I went through no... What's the name? But I completely forgot the name. Maho no Toku? Strawberry Marmalade? With the old, very old Type Moon mascots. I read that. It's funny to see. It's funny to see some Sugihime on the side while I was dying for Maho's... No, not Mahoyo. Not Mahoyo. That's not the Maho. That's not the Maho I was checking. Let me check the name again. Gaming. Hibiki and Chika something. What's the name of it? What's the name of it? God damn it. The secret reason that Heaven's Fields is the best route isn't because its writing subtly improves, it's that all the routes build on each other, so Heaven's Field benefits heavily from all the foundations of the first 2. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean the new idol servants, which are already pre-established. Yep. So the orange-haired one is the granddaughter and creation of Callback Alcatraz. which is why I brought her up. He's the Holy Scripture Trident. Don't worry about it. Part of what you liked about Heaven's Feel is that it's finally felt like NASA wasn't forcing himself to shoehorn 8 scenes in, lol. I still don't know about the veracity of the shoehorning of the 8 scenes. But we'll see about it. Anyway. I need to go. I think if I keep trying to think about what's going to happen next, and like, there's so much room for things to happen. I know like 3 things that happen in this route. I'm just now realizing the scope of what is ahead of us. It's like, I know a certain thing that happens later. I know a few cool things with Ryder. I know about the thing, you know, the thing. But how we get, and the thing is, I say the thing, and I am 90% sure now that you probably all don't know what thing exactly the thing is. So I'm just going to not tempt fate to be spoiled and go rest a little. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me put on some ending music that's more fitting than Saku's theme. There are a few things. Oh no. Oh, there really are. Heaven's thing. You assume the true name, but maybe you're wrong? What do you mean the true name? Like, there is exactly 2 true names that we haven't seen yet, I think. One of which we know because Anya just fucking guessed it. So, no, what do you mean? Don't worry about it. Shut up. I don't like this. I don't like this. I am the one having smileys sent my way. I don't know enough. I don't know enough. The fear is mounting. No. I'm putting the end screen. No. Good night.